Today I got time, cuz. As we proceed to give you what you need.
Man, at least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
Little body, nobody. I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
Hello, MMA.
I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I've been shot at. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. Like in real life, like not abroad, but at home. And if you're from an urban environment, I know YouTube is filled with ex-hustlers, people that know how to move.
Gotta know how to move. Stupid.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys, rat.
So I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session, my brother from another mother international. How do you do today?
Perfect.
What's poppin', slime? What's good, chat? What's up, Mentuition family? We're back.
What's up?
We're back.
We back.
Back in the stew.
We're back, guys. We're back. Let's do a quick attendance in the classroom. I see you guys. Shout out to you. We got Roth Roast in the building. Mr. Miyagi is in here. Ortiz is in here. Keely God Productions is in the fucking building. And CJ's in here, guys. Raise your hands if you're in class today. We appreciate you guys. Let's go live on Facebook before we forget, because we always forget. So let's go live for all the people that knew me in high school and middle school. Shout out to you guys.
And we have a goat in the building. Time for the #1 stream on YouTube. Smash that motherfucking like button. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Ozzy in the building too.
Shout out to King H. Shout out to Ozzy. What's up, guys? So guys, we are officially live on Facebook right now. All right. So shout out to the Facebook gang. Shout out to people that I know from when I was like basically 5 years old. And family members watching me do all this craziness. But shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for watching. We do get a decent amount of views on our Facebook page, guys. Or it's on my personal Facebook page now, guys. But go to facebook.com, I think /Mentuition, or go to the description below, guys, and follow the Mentuition Facebook page, because we want to start going live on there more regularly. Right now, again, we're only going live from my personal page. Shout out to the Rumble gang, and also we'll go live on our Instagram. Okay, guys, we just got back from Cartagena. It's good to be back. We have a lot of updates for you guys that'll be put on Patreon. We'll talk a little bit about it today, maybe towards the end of the show or tail end of the show. Pause. But we're gonna do another breakdown. Just a short breakdown, just updating you guys on like what has changed in the last month and a half to 2 months since we've
A lot
man.
has changed since the last time we went, and
Which is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy because we was just there a couple months ago, and a lot. When I say a lot has changed since then.
Yeah.
Shout out to King H once again, Mentuition Goat. He says, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal.
Yes, sir. Please continue to support the channel so we can bring you this awesome content.
Yeah, guys. So shout out to you guys, man. Just for bearing with us over the last couple of days. We had a hurricane hit us a few days ago. It actually didn't hit Miami as hard as we thought, but we didn't want to stick around and find out. Okay, fuck around, find out. So we were like, you know what? Let's just get the fuck out of here and straight to Cartagena. And we got a lot of work done. Networked with a lot of people, and I'm excited that we got to go out there, man. It was dope. It was really dope.
Yeah.
So before we jump into the stream, guys, let me go live on Instagram. I'm almost finished up doing that. Instagram's just weird the way you got to go live. But guys, make sure you hit that like button. And okay, we should be live now. And we'll go over, guys, our locals and our Patreon. Shout out to the new Patreon members. We just got another one that joined sometime today.
A few minutes before the show.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys are finding value in the videos. And again, guys, you can always go back to those videos and watch them right before you go on your trips, or if you need a refresher, send it to a friend. Hey, sign up for this Patreon, right? Like, you guys got to get everyone locked into that community, because that's where we're going to really give you guys the sauce. I'm actually going to do an exclusive Cartagena update. It won't be a bunch of, there'll be some imagery, but it'll be mostly me talking here in the studio, just giving you guys, and me and International will both probably give you guys like a breakdown of just what it is now. Okay. And we'll go over that a little bit later in the stream. Okay, so let's go over the locals. That is mentuition.locals.com. This is where you guys will see all the behind the scenes debauchery. Okay, all the booties, all the beauties, all the tetas, which this one had some nice tetas on her. Shout out to this girl. Actually did not see her when we were there, but that's probably because we just didn't want to keep going to Delirium 800 times. But if you guys go on like a Friday or Saturday night, I'm sure you will see girls just as bad as this one, if not this same girl. Again, guys, check out this club. Definitely the #1 club there right now in Cartagena. It is outside of the wall, but it's worth it for sure. Okay, that's just one angle of it, but it's a huge club. Probably can hold 1,000 people. Next up, guys, let's go over our Patreon. Patreon.com/mentuition. Again, guys, this is where you'll get all the sauce. We have 3 different tiers. Our general admission tier is $20, 10% discount off of your first month of locals, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and you get special Discord access, guys. This is a new thing that International added in, where if you join the Patreon and you're on the Discord, I don't know if does it automatically do it?
Yeah, if you join
with the same email, right?
Yeah, if you join from the Patreon, you'll get access to exclusive rooms. We've already added a shit ton of sauce. Everybody's been hitting us up like, yo, it was crazy. So we've added some more remote jobs. We're gonna keep that stuff up to date. We already have the list of 500 that you'll get on VIP, but for those VIP rooms, we're going to update them a lot more. So they're already listed now. And then the companies will update, but then if we see anything extra that's not on those lists, you'll see those. So I've added probably about 20 or 30 already on there.
And if you guys watch the breakdowns that we did in CTG and Medellin on our Patreon, you get all the Airbnbs that we stayed at. Okay, we were dropping that sauce. So you got a lot of sauce from joining.
We got a special guest in the building. Shout out to the Homies Hub building.
What's going on, man?
What up, brother?
Gotta drop a bomb for him, man.
Yes, sir.
He's been on fire lately, guys. Homies Hub has been going through some controversial stuff with QB passport flexing, but also I think people are putting eyes on his channel, which is dope. I saw in the Queef with Squeets was talking about him the other day as well.
Oh my God, did you see what Keith did?
So he was talking about Homies Hub and the whole QB situation. I saw that you guys were on BMT Travels. So yeah, man, shout out to you. I know that's not necessarily how you want to get your content out, but content is content. And, you know, we don't hate QB passport flexing. He's cool too. But sometimes, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. All right.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. We pop out at your party. I'm with the gang.
All right, with the gang. Shout out to the gang, actually, because we're going over the gang right now, the Patreon gang. So, guys, that was the general admission. The next up is the VIP. In addition to all the previous tiered stuff that you get, in VIP, you get priority chats on YouTube, access to members-only live streams, a list of 300+ remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answer per month on Patreon direct message, 30% off of your locals membership for 3 months, 20% off of consultations, 10% off of the merch. Next up, guys, shout out to the big ballers. This is our all access pass. This is the highest form of supporting the channel right now, guys. You get 1 free consultation per month, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, 50% off your locals membership for 6 months, access to our personal cell phone numbers. The guys that have been in this have been using this. Okay, they hit us up. We just had an all access pass member text us while we were in CTG. He actually, we're going over a video that he had recommended that I had actually heard about, but he was like, yo, you got to go over it on this next show. So we certainly will. So you also get Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, which is coming soon, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off the merch. And again, guys, make sure you join the Discord. The Discord is www.mentuitiondiscord.net. And if you guys ever want to watch the live show and we get banned again, just go to www.mentuition.net or mentuition.network. Okay. And it'll take you to the newest YouTube page that we're streaming from, just so you guys can watch the show. Don't worry about the numbers, this many subscribers, 20,000, 1,000, 300. Just come and watch the show if you guys enjoyed, okay? We'll be streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you for doing a good job with that. Yeah. Shout out to Heck. He's in the building as well.
Yo, what the heck?
Yes, sir.
What's
one of our guys. Yeah, he we're talking on the back end about some remote jobs and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
helping him get situated. He wants to do some remote traveling. travel and live remotely or work remotely while being overseas and all that stuff. So I'm helping him with that, and a few other people as well. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see. We were over in Cartagena. We saw so many people over there.
Shout out to Brandon. He jumped on the plane with us on the way back. Big supporter. So Brandon, he said he'd be watching tonight. Shout out to you, man. Nice to meet you. We met a bunch of supporters.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to Kevin B. What up, Kev?
And Uncle Trapper.
Uncle Trapper, what's good? And shout out to our boy King H, the GOAT, for the $10 holla, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sensational.
Much love to the dynamic duo. Thank you, man.
This is why he's goated, man.
Goat status,
supporting
goat
every
status.
show.
Yes, sir.
He's in the chat. He's helping us out behind the scenes as well. He's also a member of the Patreon. So, bruh, can't wait till we meet up,
Yeah.
and get this party going. We'll talk to you a little bit about that on the back end. No Diddy, but yeah, can't wait for that because you're gonna be VIP for that, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
coming soon. So.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, King H. So guys, make sure you like the video. We got about 25 of you guys in here. Hopefully we get up to about 40 or 50 of you guys as the show goes on. People are late for class, of course, but class is in session. And today, guys, we are going to talk about 4 passport bros that have recently been robbed and drugged in Colombia. Okay, going down there searching for the hoes.
Man, at least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, because we indulge and we have indulged before. But gotta know how to move.
Gotta know how to move.
Gotta pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your water, your food, whatever it is that these girls are trying to hand you. It's an unfortunate situation to hear that all these passport bros are having problems and issues, and we're going to talk about it today. And again, it seems like a broken record that we go over this every week or every other week, but there's different cases. There's different ways that guys are getting robbed, but for the most part, it's all the same. It's all the same. It's just different people. But there are some key things I think about these particular instances that we want to talk about that are different. Okay. One of the guys is a TikToker. Okay. That actually tells people how to move, and he got. We just had, what's the dude, the tour guide name? Goldie, who I didn't even see when we went to Cartagena, probably because he's still recovering, who tries to tell dudes to stay safe, who got drugged by one of the chicas. So no one is safe, guys. And the question we need to ask ourselves is it worth it? Okay. Is traveling for box worth it? All right. Because that's what a lot of guys are going down there for. And I think, yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, what do you think, International?
That's a good question, man. Is it worth it? You see all these stories, you see all these incidents happening, of people traveling overseas. And I mean, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to do it? My answer is yes, as long as you do it safely and you know what you're doing over there. You know how to move. If you don't know how to move, you've at least done a lot of research. The very first time that we went down there, we did a shit ton of research, watched a number of different channels, and we suggest you guys do the same thing, not just ours, even though ours is the best with the best breakdowns. But you watch other people that have done it and see how they do it, because everybody has a little bit of different sauce that they give you, and check out the videos. Don't be afraid to book consultations with the right people that know what they're doing. But notice how the same people go to these places and nothing happens. The same YouTubers. You don't really hear about things happening to people that know what they're doing over there in these countries. Yeah. So I think if you know what you're doing and you know how to navigate these countries, I think that it's 100% worth it. But if it's your first time, you're going down there, you're happy-go-lucky, like the guy we were talking about the other day, you're green, or you're going down there for the wrong reasons, then I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a couple quick tips and we'll go into these videos here. The first of which is, we tell you this, and we've said it before, but we're going to say it again because we haven't went over it in a while. When these girls are talking to you, they're going to start asking you questions like, is it your first time? How long have you been here? When do you leave? Okay. They're trying to figure out how they're going to get you. Okay. Like they're trying to say, all right, this is his first time. I'm going to charge him more. Or he's never been here before. Okay. He's probably stupid. He's probably a idiot.
You
And
idiots!
I'm going to try to hit him with a little bit of
Scopolamine,
AKA what, chat?
the devil's breath.
Okay. Hold on.
Scopolamine, the devil's breath.
Don't even need to say it. This is okay. So yeah, guys, the thing is, they're trying to vet you for getting robbed. Okay. They're trying to vet you for, and it doesn't always have to be scopolamine. It could just mean she's going to charge you more, or she's going to set you up, or whatever it could be. Who knows? But I usually, when they ask me how long I'm going to be there, I don't give them, I either don't answer or don't tell them, or I'll just make up something that isn't true. Right. If they ask it's my first time, never say it's your first time. I don't care if it is. Say you've been there a bunch of times. You're always down there for work. You got to act like you know what you're doing, and that you've been there, because if you don't, they're going to start putting little bullet points in their head of what they're going to do. I know Internationals probably thinks about it a lot more than me and has a better strategy. He's lived down there. But what do you say to that? Is just like when girls are asking you a bunch of questions about,
Yeah, man. You never want to admit that, hey, this is my first time. You never want to look like a rookie. They're going to take advantage of you. They're going to try stuff. They might not be there to scope you. It might just be they're going to try to take advantage of you in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
People are going down there. We were talking about it while we were down there. And these guys went down there. There were some pookies that went down there. We went to Androgano.
Were they from 63rd?
They were.
He from 63rd.
These pookies go down there, get completely hammered at Androgano. They leave. They're outside, screaming at the top of their lungs. I love it here. I love Colombia. Ah,
yeah.
They're very, you can tell they're super green. They get into a taxi. They go back to the walled city, and all I could think about is how much they are about to get got. Stupid. They're drunk. They're in a taxi. They're with chicas. They're about to get got.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
That taxi ride from Androgano back to the walled city, which is like what, a $6 Uber ride,
Mm-hmm.
is going to cost them $50 to $60 bare minimum.
Yep.
Bare minimum, going to cost them $50 to $60. They're about to get got, and you have to do research. You can't just go down to these places, brand new environment. You got to do your research. You gotta know how to move.
100%, man.
Gotta know how to move.
100%.
Shout out to the child. He was saying, how would you avoid getting scoped if they simply touch your skin with it? The child, that's actually a really good question. I will say that most of the time when they scope you, I'd say a good 99% of the time, the stories that we review, people getting scoped, it's through their drink. There was one story where I saw where they claimed that they made food or something. The chicas, they had some chicas over, they made them food and they put it in the food. But who knows if they didn't put it in their drink? I don't know. That's the go-to. I don't know if a lot of these other stories about simply being touched with it, I don't know how true those are. Me and Steve a few weeks ago reviewed a story of these people having drones and kicking the chicas out by drones. And we got over there and we didn't see any of that over there.
Nope.
So that's the thing. Like, anybody can put a story up, but the majority of the things we see is they're trying to get in their drinks. Whenever the chick was trying to get me, she's trying to get me to drink with her. I was too smart for it. I already knew, what was going on, and just my experience of being over there. But, people that go over there that don't do any research, that don't know how to move, that don't have experience,
right?
They go and they get got. So that's an easy way for that to happen.
100%. And shout out real quick to Kev. Kev comes in with a $10 Cash App, man. Appreciate it, bro. Let's put this up on the screen. Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it, Kev.
Appreciate the support. And also shout out to our boy, What the Heck? What's up, Heck? Thank you, man.
What the heck?
Salute to you, man. Thank you for the $10. Guys,
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, you guys can hit that Cash App on the bottom right.
Hit the Cash App.
Or the PayPal.
Hit the PayPal.
Those are both in the description, guys. You can scan with your QR code there with your camera. Or you can type in $Mentuition and send it in that way. Guys, we aren't monetized yet, so that will be a way you guys can send in your super Cash Apps, and we'll read whatever you put on the screen. If Cash App does not allow you to type everything you want in the little notes box of your question or whatever it is, guys, just put read screen or something on it, and then we'll read what you wrote up on the screen. Okay?
Yep. Shout out to QB in the building.
QB, what's going on, man?
Shout out to Wiza in the building.
Wiza, what's good?
It was good seeing you.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Wiza, we got to meet Wiza in Cartagena. So shout out to him. He was another supporter that was down there. And Wiza was kicking it with a baddie. Shout out to you, Wiza.
With a young Stammy.
With a young Stammy. Let me actually do this because Wiza had a lot to say in the Discord over the past couple days. And I believe, let me do this. So Wiza sent something in the Discord chat that was very, very, very peculiar, guys. Okay. Apparently there was a passport Pookie down there doing some crazy shit. And I'm going to put it up on screen here once it emails here to myself. And shout out, we got another Cash App. Let's put this up on the screen. Shout out to the child. Thank you so much for the $5 Cash App. Let's throw you up there. Man, you guys are killing it with the Cash Apps today, man. Appreciate you guys. So this one is from the child for the $5, man. Thank you for the $5 holla, brother. We appreciate you so much.
Another one.
All right. So let's see if this came through. It doesn't look like it has. Hold on. Oh, I gotta send it. That's why. If you don't send it, it doesn't come through, right? Doesn't make any sense.
Stupid.
But yeah, so when we were down in CTG, guys, I heard of something that was very crazy. There's a bar that we go to, and it's a rooftop bar right in the walled city, right next to the clock tower. And apparently there were some passport bros making it rain on some hoes. Okay. Now,
all you hoes, all of you hoes.
We do not condone this kind of behavior, this kind of pookery. Yeah, we're going to change the pookeesery. However, we do understand that sometimes it happens, and it's kind of what International just said. People go down there, guys. They're excited. They're happy. There's mad girls. Oh my God, I'm all these girls, all this pussy. I'm enjoying myself. I'm getting too drunk, and
oh my God, did you see what Pookies did?
Yeah. Oh my God, did you see what Pookies did? Where's that? Here, I don't know where it is. Can't find it, but it's okay. We'll play this one though, guys, because we haven't played this one in a while.
They're eating the cats.
Okay.
How do you say I'm trying to eat some coochie in time?
All right, we got it up here on the screen. So Wiza sends this in, and we'll read it in Spanish and in English. Fuck it, guys. We were just in Cartagena. Hold on, let me do my breaking news, guys. I'm gonna read in Español. Okay, una vez que estaba aquí en el centro con mi amiga cuando vamos entrando por la torre para venir al restaurante, había un tipo en el mirador tirando dólares de allá arriba hasta acá. Okay, guys. Translation. When we were entering through the tower to come to the restaurant, there was a guy at the viewpoint throwing dollars from up there to down to people, collecting all the dollars. All right, guys? Insane. What the fuck is going on? Breaking news. A bunch of pookies have entered Cartagena. It's crazy, guys, and they need to fucking knock it off.
Man, knock it off, man. All right, man. Hold on, man. Wait one goddamn minute, man.
All right. Pookies is plural. Yes, Kev, that is correct. Pookies. We're throwing money from one of the rooftop bars, and I believe, do they say the bar? They don't, but I can probably tell you which one it was, because there's probably 2 or 3 I can think of. Anyway, guys, let's zoom in on this fuckery. So This is the kind of stuff that we keep telling you fucking dummies to stop doing.
Stupid.
You think it's funny. You're having fun. I get it. There's beautiful women everywhere. But guys, remember, there are kids. There are families. You know, they're obviously a third world country. They're poor. Like, you shouldn't be throwing money. And these were dollar bills, by the way. He didn't say pesos. He said throwing dollar bills. So every dollar you throw is worth $3 or $4 their currency. International, what do you think of this bullshit, bro? I don't even, like, bro, if people just watched our videos, if more people watched our breakdowns, watched our videos, subscribe to the Patreon, it's not even a shameless plug. It's the truth. If you just watch our breakdowns, some of you guys have already seen them. All of this is explained. Every last one of the things we go over typically is on that breakdown. Everything we could think of, myself and International, we're like, what would we tell people not to do? What can we tell them to expect? And we put it in an 1.5 hour long guide for you dudes to fucking go down there and just enjoy yourself. It's crazy. Homies Hub says there was another guy in Boca Grande throwing pesos down. Looks like it might have been for content. It was shot with a drone. I still think that that's OD for content. I mean, we were on Hollywood Beach. We had girls shaking ass on the beach, but there wasn't any money being thrown. I think that if you do it in a private setting. There's plenty of strip clubs in Cartagena that you guys can go to. Club Play, Paraíso, Marina Paraíso. There's probably some other ones that I don't even know about in Cartagena, but those are the two main ones. You can get a private party over your crib. You can rent a yacht out. I mean, there's so many things that you can do where you can throw dollars. Why are you doing it out and about when there are families?
Just don't do that shit at all, man.
Yeah.
Just leave that ninja shit in the States where it belongs. Just leave it there. Nobody does that shit overseas. But this is what I talk about when I say that, you know, when I say that I don't want, everybody's like, oh, why are you gatekeeping all this information? Why are you gatekeeping all these places? Because I don't want my spots to be ruined. I don't want my spots to be ruined. And this is how it happens, by this bullshit. And we're going to talk some more about that later. But this is the bullshit that happens. Dressing like rappers, wearing chains, dumb shit.
Yeah, and we saw him down there. When we were down there, we saw a lot of guys with chains. They come to Delirium, you know. Shout out to Delirium, but a lot of guys feel like they have to come there. And then what it does, guys, is it makes the women think that they're the shit, right? Oh, they ain't got no chains on. They must be broke. I saw girls like yesterday, day before yesterday, me International, chilling at Androgen. Someone said, is the club called Delirium? It's called Androgen, guys, but it's just call it whatever you want. Delirium, Androgen, same thing. I saw a girl, big titties, nice ass, fake titties, but she was snubbing certain guys. Like, this is a poor, broke country. These women do not make a lot of money. And even if they do have a lot of clients and they're fucking 1,000 dudes a day, whatever, they're still in a poor country. They're still broke. Okay. And she's literally, he don't got no chain. He don't look like a rapper. He's not over 6 feet. The minute the fuckery comes, the women, they sort of stay in line with the bullshit that men allow. And that's why we tell you guys, just go down there and just have fun. Wear plain clothes. Don't throw money. Don't get too drunk. Enjoy yourself, but don't enjoy yourself too much. If you want to go crazy in the bedroom with the girl. All that public bullshit that you're doing, you're just going to put a target on your back. We were talking about scopolamine. I want to transition real quick back to that. We can go a little forward. I just want to have another quick thing I want to pull up on the screen. This was also put in the group chat, which I thought was actually pretty funny. So someone reposted this, and I can't remember who it was, and I'll look it up in a second, but he said BMT. This was a BMT travel stream, and someone sent in a super chat, or maybe this wasn't even a chat. Super chat was just a regular chat. BMT, do you think it would be a good idea for Passport Bros to start consuming? Okay, hold on.
Scopolamine
In smaller doses to develop immunity. Okay, now
that was Wiser that sent that too.
That was Wiser. Okay,
shout out there.
So Wiser, I'll say this. No. Okay. No, we should not be microdosing a little bit of scopolamine. Hey, man, before we go, Just drink this scope. not the mouthwash. Just like, this is actual scope, bro. If you drink a little bit of this, like 4 days before you go, every day before you go to sleep, because you're going to get a little drowsy, you'll be fine by the time you get there.
Wise brings up a good point, though. He said he didn't say it, he just posted it. But the person brings up a good point. That's how vaccines are created, all that stuff. So I know that it was probably somebody trolling, somebody doing it to be funny, but it's a good question at the end of the day, because the vaccines for every like illness that you take is a micro dose of that virus. So it's ends up curing you, or not curing you, but it makes it,
the effect's not as strong.
Yeah, it makes them very, very limited, because your body's already fought off the virus in a small dosages, so it knows how to fight it. So that's how that stuff's created. But yeah, it's funny.
Shout out to Tyree, man. Thank you so
much.
It
was Zed that said it, and that's super troll. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing, guys. There is an actual antidote to
scopolamine.
Okay, and here it is. Okay. While I guess it's called physostigmine. Physostigmine will effectively reverse the delirium. Oh, shout out to delirium, guys. Hold on. Perfect. Hold on, guys. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Unfortunately, or actually fortunately enough for you, delirium is open, and also physostigmine will effectively reverse the delirium. All right, double entendre there for you guys. Or is it double entendre? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Whatever. Stupid. While physostigmine will effectively reverse the delirium produced by scopolamine in humans after it has occultred. God, these words are crazy. It is less effective in preventing it. Physostigmine is recommended as an antidote in cases of accidental overdosage of anticholinergic drugs. Okay, guys, I had to say that very slow. So there is, I repeat, guys, Skycam, there is a cure and an antidote. We got to get that antidote from Travis Scott. Antidote. There is an antidote to scopolamine. AKA what, Chad?
The devil's breath.
Now, should we all be taking in fucking little pills of cyphosamine or whatever the fuck it is?
If it gets rid of delirium, like it says,
yeah, we should do it.
No,
all right.
Hell no. Can't get rid of delirium.
We can't. We need delirium. Damn.
So yeah.
Well, guess we're just gonna die, guys.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
just gotta get scoped.
Now here's moving the needle forward. What they could make, and I was telling International this, is they could make a dipstick that you could dip in your drink before you drink it. Right. So you mix up your little concoction of vodka, cranberry, and pineapple, which I like to have, or vodka and passion fruit, which is one of my favorites down in CTG. And you dip this little stick in, pause. Okay. And basically, like, it turns a color, or it analyzes the content that's in your drink. And you take it out, put it back in a little tube, and put it in your pocket. And let's just say you thought your drink was drugged. You could then take this, or really when you come back to your drink, if you stupidly left it somewhere, you could dip this stick back into it, very thin little stick or whatever, and it changes a different color once the contents have changed. Okay, guys, on Intuition, we do use our brains, and we're much smarter than these other channels. And yeah, we just came up with that one off the top of our head, but I don't understand why. And this could help out men and women, because women, quote unquote, get drugged more than men, which I do think that's a stat, but men also get drugged, as we're seeing. And I think it would just help everybody in a sense of keeping them safe and for safe travels. BMT Travel was talking about this thing that they have on Tinder now on his last stream, where you sign up for this thing and Tinder like reports the dates that you guys go on, or there's something where Tinder knows where you are. I don't know what it is, but you can hit a button on your phone and basically the police show up. And he was saying that if you swipe on someone on Tinder, it'll show in the corner that they're a part of this app, just in case they try to try some weird shit on you. And so there are, I think, as Mentuition grows, as we move the needle, we're going to try to come up with ways or just ideas. Like, that's an idea that I don't even want to take on, but it would be cool if there was like a little stick thing that you could stick in your drink. And then if anything changes, if motherfucker put some more if someone put orange juice in that motherfucker, that shit changes colors. Like, that wasn't what it was when it dipped the stick in, right? Pause. But I think that would be cool. That's a way that you could maybe keep from getting scopolamine. Or let's say a girl hands you a drink. Maybe there's a stick that you could put in that knows that scopolamine or some sort of drug is in it. So I don't know, guys. I'm just speaking freely, but I think that'd be cool. Anything else on that, International, before we do the video?
I think that's a great idea. I think that there's going to be a lot of these things that come out eventually. But like I said, I think if a certain political party wins in November, I think things are going to change. I don't think that you're going to just be able to keep drugging, robbing, and killing Americans and nothing happen. I think that it could start something big. It could start, a war or something if they don't get this stuff under control.
Yeah.
There could be some heavy consequences. There's way too many people getting killed over there.
Yeah. Shout out to King H. He says, and that's why you got to book a consultation and you got to have the game. That's right.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
Yeah, man. Got to have that game. All right. So anyways, guys, we're just trying to, again, think of things that could help people out. But in all actuality, all of these things that we're talking about don't exist at this point, and you just need to be watching your drinks. Don't let them make your drinks. Again, they'll put it in water, probably can even put it in food. They're saying you can get it by touching. Again, as International said, we can't confirm that. What we know is people are getting it mostly through their drinks. It is what it is.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go over real quickly, guys. And guys, we have 41 people in here. Anybody who's on Facebook, anybody who's on Instagram, let's look at the Instagram chat real quick. And shout out to Sheldon, the blind traveler. He was in the last stream. I forgot to say shout out to him. Sheldon is literally legally blind. He travels to Colombia, Philippines, Thailand, and makes cool content. Make sure you guys check out his channel. We need to resubscribe on his channel, actually, because we got banned. But shout out to everybody on Instagram. I'm seeing you guys filter in here. Send some comments in on Instagram, guys, if you have any questions or comments. Let us know. And shout out to the Facebook gang, whoever's watching on Facebook Live. You guys can send in your stuff as well, and it should show up in the chat for us to post it up here on the screen, okay? Flexico in the building. What up, Flexico? I see you, brother. I see you.
What up, Flex?
All right. Haven't heard that one in a while. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this video. This is by DC Born Robbed. Foreigners. Did I say foreigners, guys? I did.
Foreigner.
Scoped and robbed in Medellin. 3 Americans and 1 Venezuelan victimized. How to avoid. All right. Let's play this one.
Shout out to Ellis, too. Our guy, Ellis.
What up, Ellis? I see you, man.
Guys, it is October 10th, 2024, and this is the latest news update for Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I have 2 stories. The first one is going over a scoping case in Medellin, and this one is an en masse, meaning there's 4 people, 4 foreigners, it says.
Wait. Hold on. Did he say what I think he said?
Guys, I just want to verify. Did he say foreigner?
Foreigner.
I believe so.
He definitely did, guys. 100%.
3 were American and 1 Venezuelan woman. Not sure if she got caught up in it and actually drank the wrong drink or who knows. But let's jump into this first story and stick around for the second one because it gives a better understanding about how the scoping actually happens in Medellin, Colombia, and how to avoid it. So let's jump into this first story right away. 3 Americans and a Venezuelan woman were scopolamine in a lodging in the Sur Manacana neighborhood in Medellin. 4 foreigners, 3 Americans, and a Venezuelan were victims of theft after being drugged. Apparently by 5 women who were taken to the accommodation rented through platforms after meeting with them in a commercial establishment in the La Setenta neighborhood west of Medellin. The report of what happened came at 11:53 in the morning this Monday at Carrera 68 and Calle 48 in the Sur Manacana neighborhood, Comuna 11 Laureles Estadio, when the victims, as best they could, reported that they were victims of theft, since the 3 Americans did not speak Spanish well. According to court records, these people, after entering the property early Monday morning, began consuming alcoholic beverages and suddenly lost consciousness.
I actually think that's the that reads the antidote we were just talking about, guys. I see it here. PHY. So they are administering the antidote for scopolamine on site. It looks like the police have it, or maybe medic has it in his hands. This is what they give you when you get scopolamine. So unfortunate. Let's listen on again, but crazy stuff, man.
people, after entering the property early Monday morning, began consuming alcoholic beverages and suddenly lost consciousness. When they woke up, they began to search and saw that their cell phones and credit cards and $2,000 USD were missing.
Shout out to Homie Hub. He says, I got to get my hands on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
guys, we
man.
might start slanging this shit soon, man. Maybe we should patent it before any of you guys get your hands on it, all right? Because it's happening a little bit at an alarming rate, guys. And whatever it's called, sisocetine. We need to make sure we get some of that, guys. Stack up on it and make sure you're safe, all right?
Had to support their stay in Medellin for the next few days. The 4 foreigners affected by this substance were transferred in ambulances from the Medellin Health Department to nearby health centers to detoxify and stabilize them due to the amount of the substance they consume. This case is the second of a massive nature to be recorded this year in Laureles Estadio in the last 2 months, since on October 11th, 2 Norwegian tourists were robbed inside their lodging after letting in 2 women with whom they were socializing in a commercial establishment. At that time, the Scandinavians were robbed of 2 high-end cell phones, 15 credit cards, cash, and documents with which they were traveling around the country. Due to the number of doses administered, they had to be taken to medical centers. In response to repeated reports of thefts against foreigners using this method, authorities have carried out attacks against the structures focused on this crime. And in recent days,
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, guys. There needs to be an antidote for it. Actually, I just think that they need to go ahead and make something that people can buy over the counter there in Medellin, and you can just fucking take it or stick yourself or something. I'd probably be something you should just be able to drink, and it reverses the effects. I mean, this is happening way too much. And we'll go over that in a second, because the next guy that got scopolamine. So this is 3 or 4 people, guys, all in this video. And then there's another video. So I actually should have changed the title of 5 people got drugged and robbed in Colombia in the last week or 2, which is insane. And guys, this is only what's getting reported. Okay. There's a lot of guys who are super, super embarrassed to say they got scopolamine or they got drugged or robbed or whatever it is. Right. And so I think that, you know, Medellin, while Colombian people are cool people and they're nice people, obviously there's a good subset of them that don't like us. They don't want us there, and they look at us as a lick. And I get it. Like, you're poor as fuck. You see myself, right, with my fucking iPhone. I'm sitting there trying to look cool, videotaping shit, or I'm typing on it, and you're like, dude, I could fucking take that and make rent for 3 months or 4 months. Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it, right? So it is what it is, guys. And this is why it's so important to watch our breakdowns. It's so important to stay in some of the places we tell you guys to stay in. I know that Parque Iris is more wide open now. There's no more barricades, or there's not as much IDing when you first go in. But at the end of the day, they're less likely to try you inside of that area in Medi rather than on Calle 10 or some other area. One time, me and International was driving around, or we went to go get some food somewhere, and people were just eyeing us up and down. And it doesn't happen as much in CTG as it does in Medi. Medi just seems like they're just like, I don't know, they're like fascinated with, you know, foreign people. Like, you know, it's crazy.
Foreigner.
Yeah. What I'll say too is, you know, the whole antidote thing. It's like, all right, how do I take an antidote if I'm already a zombie? So they need some stuff. I think Homies Hub said that earlier. That's the same thing I was thinking. It's like, you can't really take an antidote if you're already drugged. With this, you can't really like reverse those effects. It's not like you got bit by a rattlesnake and you're trying to save your life by taking an antidote. It's, you got drugged, you're a zombie now, you're under their control. How are you going to know to take the drug? So they need some preventative measures. More people need to do their research. More people need to watch channels like this that teach you how to not get scoped and take preventative measures, and don't just go over there by yourself, and don't get completely hammered, and don't do a bunch of drugs, you know, instead of going over there and doing all that stuff. So that's what I think about that.
Yeah.
These personnel from the Metropolitan Police captured 2 women accused of stealing from national and foreign tourists in Medellin, and the procedures carried out in Bejo. This is in addition to 7 other arrests that were reported on August 25th after the Metropolitan Police captured 7 other members of the La Viña criminal group who are believed to be involved in theft from tourists in Medellin. The actions of this organization focused on recruiting its victims, Colombians and foreigners, to use various forms of theft, such as robbery and the use of scopolamine supplied mainly through women. This year, 19,269 cases of theft from persons have been reported, 4,655 cases less than last year. Of these cases, 1,075 robberies were recorded in Laureles Estadio, 1,537 robberies less than last year in this comuna. Okay, so this next story gives you, or should give you, a better understanding as how this even happens. And it gives some pretty good insight. So check this story out right away. Robberies with scopolamine and sedatives. What to do. In Medellin, there are gangs dedicated to committing crimes through the use of scopolamine and sedatives. Laida Alvarez, a pensioner living in the La Estrella, was left in debt to a financial institution and lost the cash she had in her home after a man and a woman approached her on the street on November 22nd. 12 hours later, at the clinic in the city, doctors confirmed to the family that the woman had been the victim of thieves who gave her scopolamine and left her abandoned in the center of Medellin. I remember that I followed them like a fool, she says. Although Alvarez claimed that the woman only grabbed her by the arm, toxologist Gabriela Jaime Restrepo says that these types of substances have a lesser effect when inhaled or administered by contact. Although there is a myth that the drug was blown in their face or touched, evidence has shown that in these cases, the effects are minimal. What almost always happens is that the person ate or drank something and does.
We probably should have let it play a couple seconds longer because he was about to say, but we said this before we even watched the video. You know, all those stories about somebody touching you or, you know, putting scopolamine on you or blowing it into your face. No Diddy, you know, all the other crazy ways to get in your system are typically myths. And we said that earlier, you know, 99.9% of the time it's going to be in your drink.
Yep.
All you have to do is protect your drink. Watch your drink, never let it out your sight. You know, we talk about all the different ways. We've talked about them several times on air. We made a breakdown that was free that you can watch. I mean, the information's out there. All you have to do is do a little bit of research and find it. But most people are getting it in their drinks. Now, that leads me back to the question that we talked about earlier. You know, does it make sense to go to Medellin? If all this is happening,
I don't
not for a traveler like us, but for a beginner traveler.
I don't think it's worth it to go to Medellin for your first time. I think you start with CTG and then you work your way to Medellin after. I think CTG is much more close quarters. It's there's more families walking around, there's less robbers, and less cases of scopolamine. So I think, and there's just as bad as women walking around, in my opinion. So I think that CTG, if it were a beginner, that would be my suggestion for him. For sure. For sure. Yeah, guys, I mean, International hit it on the head. DC Born Rob's about to hit the nail on the head. We'll back it up a little bit so we can kind of hear him say it, but yeah. Let's play it a little bit and then we'll pause it in a moment.
QB says, why do you guys keep going to Medellin when the same type of women are in Guadalajara, Mexico? I haven't been to Guadalajara, but there's a reason why people go to Medellin over a lot of other places. We've had that discussion before. Why go to Medellin when you can get this here in X country, whether it's DR, whether it's Mexico, whether it's wherever? Why do people go to Medellin? There's an overwhelming opinion that Colombia has the most beautiful women. This isn't my opinion necessarily, but there's an overwhelming opinion of men that think that way. So they're going to go where the women are the most beautiful. And some of them haven't been to places like Mexico. For us, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Mexico once. I didn't go to Guadalajara yet. I wasn't too impressed with the women when I saw them. As far as being up there with Colombia or Brazil and places where I went. But I have seen a lot of beautiful Mexican women, you know, but when I went down there, it wasn't anything like crazy when I went there. So, I mean, eventually me and Steve want to travel the world. We want to go to different places that we haven't been yet. We do a lot of business in some of these places, like a Brazil, like a Colombia. So that's where we're going to go for now. But eventually we will travel the world. We will see some more places and we'll show our experiences.
Yeah, I do want to go to Mexico, and I think that's one of the next places we're going to check out, guys, for sure. There was this actual funny video of this really, really hot Mexican chick covering one of the weather storms. I think maybe even the hurricane recently, Milton. And she had on this tight dress. You know how they always do that? They just put a bad Latina in front. But Mexican women, I've been around them. A lot of them were in DC where I grew up. I know a lot of them when we went to Vegas. I saw a lot of Mexican chicks. They just don't hit the way Colombian chicks do, man. They are bad. Don't get it twisted. And it doesn't mean I don't want to go. I just think that that's why guys are going to Colombia. Colombia is goated, as someone put in the chat, but also it's just the beauty standards in Colombia, I think, are much higher than they are in any place in Mexico will ever be.
Yeah.
And that's just facts. And I think that if you can go there, it's cheap and you know, and they have that kind of, you know, Parque feel. That's where people are going to want to try to go first. So we are going to be going to different places, QB, in the future, because we need to do breakdowns for other places other than Brazil and Cartagena. But there's a lot to go over in some of these places. We actually have a Cartagena 103 coming out. We're going to do basically like a 102.5, or at least a quick update on 10. Yeah, what'd you say?
I'm sorry, I'm going to keep that up.
Oh, my bad. So we do have a 102.5 update coming in our Patreon, and then we're going to do a Cartagena 103 outside the wall is what it's going to be called. And we'll go a little bit into more of that later, but basically we are going to do a 103 and maybe even a 104 to Cartagena, because I think for the beginners, you start at the wall, then you maybe, you know, venture out here and there. 103 kind of goes over the 102 goes over the updates, and then 103 starts to push you out into the local spots outside the wall. What may be safe out there? Are there strip clubs? Are there places where there's chicas, or where to find the regular women? I think that after you've gone to Cartagena enough times, you're like, yo, I just want to like date a chick here. I want to like do more of a girlfriend experience thing. Even if it is a working girl, I want her to be more of a chick that I hang out with most of the time. So I think that's what men evolve to. They start at the paying for it when they first get there, and then it sort of transitions to, you know what, I'm tired of that, or is too much of that. Now I just want like a regular everyday chick. Okay.
Yeah. One more point. He said Guadalajara has the baddies, but they are not for sale. I disagree, man. I haven't even been there, and I disagree with that, because I know that, you know, if you're firstly most of the women that are especially on social media heavy, that are, they might not be directly for sale as in walking around the walled city, but a lot of women, especially in these poor countries, are for sale, bro. So I disagree with that. I just think that they're selling it a different way.
Yeah. I've heard good things about Mexico, like certain parts of Mexico City, there are rich or well-to-do, educated, just like in Cartagena, same thing. So if you want to find a girl who's just like regular schmegular, pretty, beautiful, we saw a bunch the other day, you can date those girls, but I would not generalize and say Guadalajara doesn't have working women, or you can, like, they're going to be there. They're going to be everywhere. And in one way, shape, or form, like International said, you're going to
pay for it.
But you can also go to like an educated, you know, college, or just like a woman who has a good job, and try to like actually shoot your shot with her and build that way. Because she a lot of times will speak English or some English, and you can find regular chicks. And we're going to talk about that a lot more on this channel, because, you know, me and International holler at regular chicks, and we want to give you guys game on how to do that too.
And while we're over there in Colombia, me and Steve are dating regular chicks.
Yeah.
It's not just P for P. It's not like,
I got this bad one, man. She bad.
I had one that
regular chick.
I had one that we got out the taxi, and everybody yeah. Not the taxi, the Uber, but we got out, and it was, everybody was just like, you know, damn, how'd you get that?
Yeah.
But it's you can get regular chicks anywhere. It's not just because you're in a certain country or something that may be known for their culture of P for P doesn't mean you can't find a regular chick there. You can find them anywhere, but definitely want to go to Mexico eventually. There's a few parts that I want to hit up, and we need to make guides for all these places. So we will be there, and we will be traveling the world.
100%. You guys got to understand, man, before we get back to the video real quick, you can holler at these regular chicks, man, You just got to be like, I can't really explain it. Well, maybe in the future, International and myself will do something for Patreon members, maybe like the $50 tier guys or VIP and up.
Yeah.
We'll give you guys the sauce on how we pick up regular chicks and how it works, because it is a little different, and we'll help you with the guy who doesn't know much Spanish all the way to the guy that knows a lot of Spanish, right? Or just speaks fluently. And we can kind of help you guys, because I know enough Spanish now to where I'm just talking to people. I barely pulled out my translator the whole time, guys, believe it or not. Okay, I'm not capping, guys. I'm not a mentiroso.
And you're getting it from both sides, because Steve knows a lot of Spanish. I don't really know much Spanish. I know enough words, basic words, to get by, but I know a lot more Portuguese than I do Spanish, for now. But yeah, you'll get it from the person that knows a lot of Spanish that doesn't need to really use a translator, but then you'll also get it from me that does use a translator, especially over there, and still able to get some baddies. So
yeah, so real quick before we jump back into the video, you want me to read this?
Yeah, I want to read this real quick too. Homies Hub said, you can definitely get girls for free in Medellin. They just have to see your face more often, and you have to speak outside the translator. That is facts. I agree with that.
That's facts.
I think you can get regular chicks anywhere, man. I think that, I think, like I said, just because a certain place is known for P4P, it doesn't mean you have to necessarily partake. But I think that, if you went to Guadalajara, Mexico, you could get regular girls there. You can also find pros there. You can find pros anywhere in the world, pretty much. Every country pretty much has a red light district. So I think that, like I said, you can find them anywhere, even in places where they're full of them. I have some regular girls that are waiting to kick it with me once I go back to Medellin. We've been trying. How many times have we tried to go back to Medellin? And something keeps happening. We were going to go to Medellin this time, but it just didn't line up with the plans that we were trying to have.
Yeah, we wanted to go to Medi, guys. We were actually going to be in Medi instead of CTG, but I'm happy we went to CTG.
I'm happy we went to CTG 2 over Medellin this time.
Next, we got to go to Medi.
I have a beautiful, like chocolate chick that's bad, that's been waiting for me for like a year and a half to come back over and spend some time with her in Medellin. So I got to make that trip. I have to make that trip.
They ain't going nowhere because they can't find no dudes there, guys. It's like, you could be like, I don't usually do the pen pal typing thing, but if you know you're gonna come back, you just hit them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like text here and there. You don't want to be texting every day, but like, yeah, man, if you game her up enough and keep her wondering and like just kind of engaged, man, you could have a little roster over there of regular chicks that fuck with you when you come.
And they say in Medellin's for the like it's full of paisas. Like, nah.
Yeah, they got
I've met some very bad black chicks. Like
the baddest black chicks I've seen have been from Medellin, which is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I brought Homies Hub. We'll definitely hit you whenever we go over there, man. We definitely got to link up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I like Medellin's climate. I like Medellin. There's a lot that I like about it. There's a lot that I miss. But I do like Cartagena too.
Yeah,
I do like Cartagena.
And shout out to one of our supporters. He actually went down to Cartagena and said with one of his relatives and said, yo, we've been down here almost a year and all he wants to do is go and smash girls all day. And I'm on the girlfriend. He did that when they first got down there. And now he's on, I got a girl. I'm trying to, get a new place. This dude's still, in Centro picking up chicks.
Yeah.
And I get it. One of the things, guys, and we can talk about this on another stream, but what happens if you go to these places, QB, Ellis, Homies Hub, some of you guys that are in the chat, what happens if you go and you're making a good salary? So let's say you make, I don't know, 75K a year, which is good for living in Medellin, right? What do you say to the guy international that goes, you know what? I'm just going to go to Parquieres and that's what I'm going to do from 40 to I die. Should we even complain about him doing that? Or should we just be like, hey, that's the life he chose. He's making his little, his 4 or 5K a month after taxes, and he's going to just keep tricking off. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. And then can you compare that or fault the guy that says, I'm done with that. I'm going to actually get a wife and kids, or, be booed up and just have a chick. So I kind of wanted to give that guy a little pushback, like, yo, well, yeah, it is a lazy lifestyle to just sit on, Hollywood Beach and bang chicks all day. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or I don't like it.
I was going to say pretty much the same thing that homie just said right here. I don't recommend everybody spend all their time in parky areas. That's nuts. They need to get some real Medi experience. I agree. Just spending your time, all of your time. I get it. I understand it. When I went to Brazil and I first got down there, first couple weeks, I went crazy.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hookers.
I went crazy. I found a girl like within my first week.
Fairly quickly.
My first week. Yeah. I think like day 2, I was on a date.
Yeah.
Day 3, I think it was day 3, I found like my girl out there that I was like in a relationship with. So I went crazy for a little bit down there still after that, and then ended up just like chilling. And like after you get it out your system, you're cool. But what I say all the time is, and this is why I agree with Homie Hub, is because if you're only peeing for pee, you're not getting any experience. You got to use pee for pee to help get you to the next level.
Okay.
Let's say like you struggle with girls in the States, or you just don't want to date, and then you pee for pee, but you learn something from it. You're either learning how to get better dating girls, or you're learning how to have better conversations, or you're actually gaining something from that. Then that's one thing. But if you're just peeing for peeing all the time,
right,
and you don't learn anything, and you just stay out there, you're not getting any culture from it. You should be getting something from being in these countries. You should be learning the language. You should be learning the culture. Take a salsa class, go out, meet people, socialize, network, all that stuff. Even if you're retired, your money can always run out. So you want to be networking, you want to be investing, you want to be doing all types of stuff. Well, if you just sit in your house and pee for pee and just do that all day, and don't level up, you're eating junk food, you're just sitting on your butt and just doing that all day, well, that's a waste of life. There's more to life than just X.
I agree.
So that's the way I feel about it.
Well, a shout out real quick to I'm gonna respond to that. Shout out to Life of Unc J. Gotta drop a bomb for Unc J. Unc J in the building.
What up, Unc?
Yeah, we had some good time with Unc J, man.
Shout out to him.
And we actually talked a lot about a lot of these topics we're talking about now, which it sparked my memory. But yeah, so I'll say this. This is gonna be an unpopular opinion to some of y'all. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Don't shoot me. But hey, look, man, if you were in the States, you had a terrible marriage, you're in your 40s, 50s, and you want to spend the next 20 years railing out chicks, I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. But if you've been through it. However, I do agree that if that is all you do and you don't get out at all, meaning like you just wake up every day and you're on the beach at Playa Hollywood, or you're just at Parque Yeris or whatever, if you're a Medi, I think that you're going to your mind is going to be skewed. You're going to get burnt out from that. You're going to be tired all the time. Like imagine just drinking and like fucking all day. Like what kind of energy do you have? Like that's like, you might as well just be fucking smoking weed. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're a pothead. You're a sex head. Like, yeah. Like, so I wouldn't be mad, but I would wonder what like forever, every day. Like,
I wouldn't be mad at him, but what I'll say is this. Look at the risk. Look at the risk that it is to go out to Parque Yeris yeah, you can. I mean, even if you're us, right, that
Mhm.
know how to navigate all this stuff,
Mhm.
and you know, we're pretty good with all that stuff, avoiding getting scoped and all of that stuff. But look at the risk that happens when you keep doing it every day. Look at
Right.
the risk of you know, the rubber breaking and you catch something, or you know, just
Or
stuff like that.
maybe you have
It's a much higher risk as well.
a baby.
You have a baby with one of them. You have the risk of things getting stolen. You're just in with like kind of like, I don't want to say low tier, but
Hey man, some of them bitches be bad, dog. You know what I'm
they're
saying?
bad, but
They
it's
bad.
like, bro, it's like you're playing with fire every single day, and that's a huge risk. But like I said, I'm all
Okay.
about self-development.
Right. Well, hold on.
I feel the same way about that, like you said, as I feel about people that smoke weed. I'm not a weed smoker. I don't mind people that smoke weed, but whenever you just smoke weed all day, that's all you do. You're lazy.
Okay.
You don't get up. You don't do anything.
Right.
You just smoke weed, and you got to be high 24/7.
Smoke weed every day.
That's where I'm like, okay, I can't really like keep one of those people in my circle.
I got one for you, and we'll you know, go to the next topic, or unless you guys like this topic, we'll keep going. What if he just had like a roster of like 5 to 7? It was the same girls.
That's different.
Yeah. So
That's
do
less
or
risk.
do you guys right? So do you guys in the chat have a problem with that? Like, let's say he's retired military, or he's just down there, he's making enough money, he got hit by a bus, and he's just living off of the fucking insurance payout or whatever, right? And he decides, you know what? I'm gonna take my ass down to fucking Cartagena or Medellin. I'm just gonna bang hookers all day. All day. But I'm gonna just rock with like 4 to 5 of them, and that's it, and just rotate them in and out. And he just does that from like 50 to like till he dies.
I mean, I'm not mad even if he goes to the park every day and gets them. I'm still not mad. It's not what I would recommend doing. I don't really think it's very, you know, I don't really think that that's high value to just be doing that all the time. I think that, you know, life's about a lot more.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be mad at him. I'm not going to shame him. If that's the way he wants to live his life, then that's fine. Just like, you know, I'm not mad at what people do with their bodies. You know, if you want to smoke weed all the time, if you want to drink, you know, 24/7, you know, whatever you want to do, that's cool. That's your body. Right. But am I going to be around people like that? I want to be around winners. That's my thing. I want people to challenge me, right, and to make me think about things differently. And you know, those are the type of people I want in my circle.
Right.
Would a guy like that be able to do that? Would he be high value? I don't really think so.
No,
I don't really think
not
so.
at all. I think what would happen is he'd be like stuck in a genjutsu, basically, guys. He'd just be doing this for the rest of his life. You know, the 1 or 2 times you'd pop up to park areas, at this point, you might have kids in a family if you live in Medellin, or kids in a family if you live in Cartagena. And every once in a while, when you pop out, you'll still see his ass there. But for him, it's like, hey, he gets to bang girls for the rest of his life. I would look at him like, man, you know, I guess, you know what I mean? Yeah. Kind of what a waste, but at the same time, hey, he's doing what he's doing. I'm not going to get mad or judge either in that sense, and go up to him like, man, you need to stop banging whores, unless he was maybe like a real good friend or family. But at the end of the day, like, you know, some dudes, man, they're just addicted to sex, man. And they're just down there to just like, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I agree. I agree in part with what you're saying, for sure. I agree.
I wouldn't be able to keep somebody like that in my circle. That's just,
I got you.
Just, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're having a lot of great discussion. QB asked a good question. Explain using P for P to get to the next level. So we've talked about this in the past. What do we mean by that?
So using P for P to get to the next level, QB is like a situation could be a guy who isn't great with women, meaning he doesn't get a lot of boom boom, doesn't get a lot of action. He's one of those guys that we always say what he should do, like basically give him like statement responses, like get in the gym, make more money, do better at life, right? Me and International always say this, is that doing better is an infinite statement, right? Anyone could do better. This mic could be better. I could be taller. The sky could be more blue. You can always say something could be better, but what can he do now to help himself out and get comfortable with women? And I would recommend, instead of signing up for OnlyFans or jerking off to corn, what you can do to get better or use P4P to be better is hit a strip club up, right? Go and hang out at a strip club, hang out at the bar, get a couple lap dances, talk to the girls. Those girls are paid to come and talk to you, and you will actually get better with speaking out with women and at women by being around sex workers. It's the truth. I don't care what anyone fucking tells you guys. Don't believe them. They don't know. They're fucking lying.
Stop the cap. Liar.
Okay. If you are a lame type, loser type, dude, or just a little more timid, being in strip clubs, hanging out, girls coming up to you, hey, how are you? They touch you, it helps. And then they'll sit there and talk to you. And I don't necessarily recommend this, but they could kind of tell you like, hey, you should change your hair. Like, those girls will actually help you and find it like cute that they made you like better or did a makeover. And now you're like in there grabbing girls' ass and stuff. And I'm not saying you should go and do that to regular chicks, but you'll get comfortable with sex working women. And this is a very specific situation. I'm not saying every guy should do this, but there are ways that P4P can help you. And I think that even though one isn't, like they're all necessarily bad, being around sex workers isn't necessarily looked up upon. I would say, QB, that sitting home and jerking off and watching OnlyFans is worse than going out and actually meeting a stripper at a strip club. You understand? Both are bad in the eyes of society. However, one is better than the other, right? I'd rather you just shoot me in my head and get it over with, or hang me, then take me off the rope, then dip me in acid, then hang me again, then cut the rope again right when I'm about to die, then waterboard me in water, right? Like, just kill me. So you're both in those situations, you're going to die, right? But just get it over with, bro. Right? So that's what I'm saying, is both are bad, but one could actually be better and help, I think, especially a guy who's just really bad with chicks, because the strippers will sit there and talk to you all day. They'll talk to you for buying them one Corona.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta really smash any of them if you really don't want to.
Yeah.
You can just go in and just tip them. But go ahead.
100%. This conversation's dope today. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
No, I agree 100%. The thing about it is, though, this is where the fine line is. If you're going to the strip club and you're just going there and you're just smashing the chick and you're not learning anything from it, and you're just every week you get paid, you taking however much there, and you're just using it and you're smashing, and then you're dashing, you're leaving, and you're not gaining anything from it, then it's a waste at that point. It's a waste. Also, if you're a guy that another reason why this is good, or it can be good, I'm not going to say it is good, it can be good for a guy that is not really that great with women, is how are you supposed to get good in bed if you don't have experience? Right. If you can't attract the woman, you can't, get her to that point, then how are you supposed to get experience? So for those guys out there that, they're not really that great with women, is going to help you in that area as well. But yeah, shout out to Homie Sub dropping some gems. He said, a hoe will break your heart or give you the game that you need. That is facts.
Yeah.
That is facts.
Yeah.
And a heartbreak is a quick way to it's either going to make you or break you.
Did you say heartbreak?
Yeah.
It breaks my heart.
I didn't even know where you were going with that one.
It breaks my heart.
Yeah, if you get your heart broken, let's say you actually believe one of these hoes loves you or whatever, or you end up loving them, and they do you wrong, you're either going to get better or you're going to get a lot worse. But a lot of people, during breakups and relationships, male and female, what's the first thing they do? They go and get in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They start working out. They start grinding. They start getting their money up.
Yep.
That kind of stuff. So that could help you or it could hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why the corn industry is so huge, guys, is because these same guys we're talking about are just jerking off at their computer. And I buy a ticket to Colombia, dude. Go to Guadalajara. Go to DR. I don't know. Go somewhere and just get it out of your system, bro. But actually talk to them too. Like you said, don't just go in there and here's my money. Okay, bye. No, talk. They'll again, these pros guys, they have to sit and talk to you. You're finally the meat. You're in the position of a woman. You got it. She's going and touching you, and it's yes, that's not how it would normally happen, but it gets you more comfortable. I will fucking stand on this, guys. OnlyFans and corn is worse than going to the strip club or going to Colombia. I'm sorry. If I had to pick between the two, with all these dudes jerking off and paying Ruby Rose $50,000 a month just to see nothing, to see feet pics and all this dumb shit that's going on, guys, I told you, I was cool with Myron and Fresh from Fresh and Fit. And I have had girls over here on my show saying after Fresh and Fit, guys hit me up and ask me to send them feet pics and fart and do all these things, and they'll pay me $100.
Tell them about the floaty.
Yeah, we had a girl here. I won't mention her name because you guys would know who she is, but she was here and she said after the show, some dude hit her up and said, yo, I'll pay you $500 if you jump on like one of those little floaties that you see in the pool. He was like, and you can do it with like a bathing suit on. And if you do it butt naked, I'll pay you $1,000. And she fucking did it, guys. She did it. This is no fucking cap. All right. Like, what's one of them? What do they call pool floaty?
Yeah.
I spelled floaty wrong. Oh, well. I don't know if it was one of these type of joints, but we'll pull it up. But basically, like one of these shits, right? Like maybe the one that's shaped like a fucking car or a fucking rubber ducky or whatever.
$500 to jump on one and pop one.
Right. And this is the weird requests that these guys are getting. It gets more weird and weird and weird. It's like, bro, just go out and get some pussy, bro. Like that's it. That's all. Pussy will save the world. It really will, guys. It can, right? Like, because these dudes are home angry, smashing their keyboard and shit, right? They're here. They're just fucking throwing this shit around. And they're just fucking jerking off and signing up for OnlyFans is wild to me.
Yeah.
I've never thought to do it.
That's...
If I accidentally click the page, I'm like, damn, there ain't shit on here and there's no free shit. Yeah, I'm out. I'm not fucking paying $14.99 for it.
Bro, that's wild. So, for the possibility to see it to see a naked girl, bro, for the possibility to see a girl naked, you could just type in on the corn, like you can actually know what you're getting for free, or you can pay $15 for the possibility to see what you want. Like, bro, that's wild to me. That's wild. Shout out to Unc once again, dropping some gems. He said also the P4P in Colombia will get you used to being with beautiful women before you lock down a regular chick. And that is 100% facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
100% facts. Yes.
Yeah, guys. So being around, and again, I told you guys, I didn't even know what a Latina woman was until I was well into like high school and even college. I just thought they were light-skinned girls that were mixed with black and white. I had no clue what Latinas were. I know that sounds crazy to you guys. I know you're like, no, it's the truth. And some of most men, I don't think have been around hot chicks like 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. We don't use 7, but let's just say 6s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. They've just never been around them. International just said it earlier in the stream. There was a guy at Delirium. He comes out Delirium, all these bad bitches around and goes, I love Colombia. He's drunk. He's falling over. He's so happy. Bro, there were mad females in Androgen one of the nights we went in Delirium, bro. There was like just a flock of them just like surrounding us because there was only maybe
we had bottles and there was only a few guys.
Yeah, there weren't that many men in, but there were like probably 75 girls. I wish I could have got video of it for you guys, but man, it was crazy. And so I'm just thinking if this were my first time, I'd be overwhelmed, bro.
Yeah.
Like bad bitches too.
Yeah.
So again,
I remember my first time, but even my first time, I'm not doing that. I'm not throwing money. I'm not acting a damn fool. Like I was happy. I was super happy. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But you got to contain it and contain your emotions. You can't let everything show.
And part of that is being around it though.
Yeah.
Part of that is like
true.
you said, who's homies or somebody said being at the streets, being around these sex workers sometimes, or
that was Unc.
Unc said that. Okay. Unc, sorry. Yeah. Being around pretty women, it makes you feel good. It's what most men want, and then you get comfortable. Like right now, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm fucking Ultra Instinct Goku. Like I feel like I could shoot my shot at anyone here in Miami now. Not that I couldn't before, but when you come back, there's like a weird, like you're just super saiyan.
Confidence went up.
It's like I was looking at chicks at the airport, just eyeing them up. I'm like, I don't even want her number. I can get it. Like your confidence, and it's again, guys. I holler at chicks here in the States anyway, but every time I come back from Brazil and Cartagena, it's just like because you were around femininity and beautiful women, and I'm texting this really hot chick right now, like regular chick. I'm like, man, she's beautiful, and then you come back here and you measure because you start to measure them up. She don't look better than the chick I saw at Delirium the other day. She don't look better than the chick that was at the booth taking my ticket when or my passport when I went to the airport to leave to come here. We see every time we go to Cartagena's airport, bad bitches, fat ass, regular chicks. When we got off the plane to go into Cartagena, when we came from Miami, there was a girl in the liquor store, big booty, beautiful face, long hair. Latina women keep their hair long. That's another thing. Have you ever seen a Latina woman with short hair?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna ask you guys, have you really ever seen a Latina chick with like short hair, like a short haircut? Why is that?
They know their superpowers. They're super feminine too. It's part of their superpowers.
So
yep.
Somebody tell me, because it rarely happens. If it's a unicorn.
I was with this like I said, regular chick. I got people in here that can vouch for me on that. But she had long, black, regular hair, not a wig on, not the gel down bullshit, like actual long hair. And she was a baddie. She was a baddie.
Man, there's so many baddies there, bro. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. I know we kind of veered off, but it was a good discussion. And good thing is we only have like 2 videos today anyway, so we're good. All right, let's play a little bit more of this, guys. We'll go on to the next subject, and then we'll wind down. But I think these next 2, well, this video and then the next.
We should just go straight to that other video.
You don't want to watch any more of this?
Nah.
Okay.
Because I'd rather talk about the other 2.
All right. Well,
let's possibly open up the panel if.
Okay. Let's go to the next thing then, guys. Let's go to this guy. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who this is. If you know who this is, put a 1 in the chat. His name is Zuriaki World. Excuse me, Zuriaki World on TikTok. Okay. And this guy was sent to me a while ago, maybe a month or 2 ago, by one of my boys, 2G. Shout out to him, who frequents to Cartagena and Medellin as well. And they were like, yeah, this dude's like real big on TikTok. I don't see he's getting a shit ton of views, but in the passport bro travel space, I would say 11K, 10K. I see some of these is a lot, and maybe he's had some viral TikToks as well. But he always starts off by saying, as you know, I live in Colombia, and he's giving game and he's giving sauce and teaching people how to move.
I know how to move.
Unfortunately, guys, recently he has been hit with
Scopolamine,
aka chat,
the devil's breath.
And this is a guy who people really like go by. Like, this dude knows what he's talking about. It's kind of like with Goldie. Yeah, same thing. Like, yo, he's giving us sauce, he's giving us game. Sounds to me like he's dealing with some of them, I
want some hawkers.
Okay. Let's play the other one.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
All right, but he never admits it. He never says it. I went over most of these, and he never says they were pros, but I'm gonna go ahead and say they were. So let's go ahead and start with this one, because look, guys, he has a bunch, and they're only 30 seconds a minute, so we can go through a good amount of them, but we'll play them and pause them as we need to. But let's go over Zuriaki World's getting scopolamine, guys.
Let's get the likes up too.
Yeah, we got 50 of you guys, 60 of you guys in here. Please hit the like button, guys. Push us up the algorithm. Our 2 episodes ago, we did Gullible Passport Bro gets robbed and drugged or something like that, and I got almost 1,000 views now. So shout out to you guys. We only have 200 or 300 subscribers, and that got shot into the algorithm because you guys were liking it. And so we want to start getting this long form content into the algo, guys. Of course, clips always help, and so do shorts. But let's start getting more people watching the show, man. It's a good show, and we talk a lot about things that I think men need to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and this is the first. I think before this he hadn't gotten scoped yet. Yeah, he's just talking normal shit here. You see his trading screens here, and his you see some chicas right there. woman says she wants you to cook. Oh, okay. So these are the girls that might have did it. Let's play this one. Hold on. Oops, I muted it because it kept playing. Hold on. Here we go. When a Colombian woman says she wants to cook for you. Okay. All right. So the next one is where it all happens.
I am sad to say that I have been scoped for the first time. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you the story, but you already know. I live in Colombia. I always told myself it would never happen to me because I'm never really into anything. I don't go clubbing. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't invite a lot of people over. But you know that video before this that I'm talking about a woman cooking? Well, there was a woman that was so adamant on cooking for me. She liked me. I want to cook for you, show you something different. She literally, I stood her up a couple times. She eventually got here and she brought one of her friends. Her friend was a little thick too. It was cool. They both was all on me. Man, shoot, you would have swore there was a threesome coming. I'm playing some music. I'm chilling. But little did I know, I'm being plotted on. While her friend was, pretty much distracting me, she was pouring all the scopolamine into the food. I had no idea. I just thought it was a regular day. But I always told you guys never invite two back. So I went against my own rules. So I had nobody to blame but myself. But they put so much scopolamine in that food that the doctors told me I should have died. Nobody should have been able to live past that. So I'm just really blessed to be here. And this is not a dig at Colombia. I love Colombia. 99% of the time, it's been absolutely amazing.
All right, let's pause it real quick, guys. So she got him through his food, which we say 99% of it's going to be through your alcoholic beverages. But these girls figured out a way, I guess, to cook it in there, or maybe she put some on it or on top of it, or I don't know how she got it in there. I'm assuming if you're cooking it, it might change the way it reacts. But this is very unfortunate, guys. It sounds to me like he's a little groggy here too. This is maybe when he first got back home from being out of the hospital. He'll explain a little bit more. We could probably just go to the next one. Those will probably be a little shorter. What do you think so far?
Let's play the rest.
Oh, you want to play? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's listen, guys. Also, guys, let me know if you guys can hear it. It should sound good on your end.
I'm just happy to be alive. And I know people are going to laugh at me. I know people are going to make videos about me. I came here to give you guys the raw, and I came here to keep you guys as safe as possible. Watch your drinks. Watch your food. I'm still trying to recover. She got in on everything. Emptied all my accounts. Took my laptop, my computers. Broke my computer over here. It's in the shop now. Just trying to get information into my accounts. I've been constantly trying to get my information back all day. I've recovered some, but I've lost a lot. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be all right. So, hope you guys have a great day. And I thank you guys for following me. And as you know, I live in Colombia. I am sad.
All right.
So
everything still
just let me mute it every time I hover over. So that's the first one, guys.
So I think firstly, definitely a blessing for him to still be here and be alive. I'm happy that he's still alive.
Yeah.
This is what happened to me when I was over in Peru. Now, I didn't get scoped. I didn't get drugged or anything. But a lot of times when you're overseas and, you're having so much success over there, you're moving correctly. Sometimes you don't always follow the rules to a T. Sometimes you start relaxing on your rules. Okay, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. One of the times I was in Brazil, I'm trying to lock down a threesome, and I had it, and I've done them before, but it's like the whole time while I was doing it, I was just worried about my stuff, and it wasn't really enjoyable. But I broke my own rule, just doing, and nothing happened, but it was just like the whole time I'm just thinking about what could happen. So then I got back on my rules again. But sometimes when you're over in places for so long, you might break a rule here and there. I'm only going to do this I'm not going to have girls over after this time. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to bring 2 girls home. I'm not going to, anytime my drink gets out of my sight, I'm going to throw it away. You have those rules, you set them, and then sometimes you start to lax up a little bit, like here and there, because you're moving successfully. But you got to stick to your rules. I'm happy, like me and Steve say all the time, these girls aren't chemists. So they don't know how much they need to put in these people's food or in their drinks, but they're putting enough in to make sure that it's effective. And they don't care if they got to kill you to do it. They're gonna get it done, and they're not even getting in much trouble, facing many consequences. That's why I'm saying I think things are gonna change if, depending on what happens with the election. But it's like, they're not really getting punished crazy for it happening, and then they're not chemists. They're just working with certain I'll say factions. I don't know if I can say the other word, but certain factions, and then they, the person in charge might put them up to it, and they might tell them, hey, this guy has a computer, or hey, this guy's apartment or Airbnb looks really nice, he might be a good lick. And they typically bring a friend. They typically get you to take your eyes off your drink or pour a drink. But it just reminds me of when I was over in Peru, and at the club. I bring a regular girl home from the club, and like I said, there was no P for P involved. And this is a regular, it's not like a Mabs. It's not like a,
right.
It's not like a place like a Delirium where there's a bunch of working women. This was like a salsa club. But she just knew I was American. She saw it as an opportunity, and she was trying to get me. But I stuck to my rules, and that's why you see me here today. And it didn't happen. She kept trying to get me to drink, and I wasn't going to drink around her. I stuck to that rule. So that's the thing. When you set these rules and you know what to do, you just have to stick to everything, no matter what, every single time. Can't be a 99% of the time. Can't be a 97% of the time. It's got to be 100% of the time. And especially if you're over there solo dolo, it's got to be 100% of the time. Me and Steve are over there together. It's a little bit different. I could check on Steve. I always make sure he's good. We check on each other. He checks on me afterwards. We're texting each other, making sure everything's good. So when you don't have that, you gotta be extra cautious. And I'm happy, like I said, that he's okay. Nothing serious happened to him. He didn't lose his life. He doesn't have any brain damage. She could have told him to jump off the balcony or something like that. He could have jumped off the balcony. Then DC Born Rob or Razor Rays is reporting a story of another foreigner that jumped off a balcony, jumped to his death. I'm happy that he's not one of them. So it could have been a lot worse, and he did lose his money, but he could have lost his life. Money he can get back.
Yeah. So real quickly before we go on to the next clip or TikTok here, guys, I totally agree with pretty much everything you're saying. Don't really have much to add, but I'll say this, guys. These are criminal organizations. Don't think that all these women are doing it on their own. Some of them are. But as DC Born Rob said, he named one of them in that video we watched earlier in the stream. He said they're called something. I don't know the name, but basically they have whole operations. They're scoping out your place to scope you. Not only that, International, maybe now they know, let's just pose them as regular chicks. Let's stop making it seem like they're girls that are walking on Calle 10 or girls that are in Parque Yeris. Let's just get them with girls from regular clubs. Guys, these guys are thinking of everything. And how do they know how to get into your past? They don't have a fucking interpreter to just look at your English words and do it. No, they're sending pictures to some guy who probably knows English, right? This might even be a Colombian that knows fluent English or that has been in the United States that's a part of this shit. They will send money to Colombians here in Florida to send it back to them through PayPal. It's all in operation, guys. We're trying to get you guys to wake the fuck up. It's not just, go over there. Yeah, well, you stop banging whores. Now they're getting regular girls. So what are you supposed to do now? This is why we're trying to tell you guys the information that we're putting out needs to be out. YouTube keeps taking it off. Join our Patreon because motherfuckers, it's too hot for YouTube, but they want people to go up. It's almost like they want people to go over there and not know how to move, not know what the fucking do, and it doesn't make sense.
Gotta know how to move.
So I just want you guys to understand that use your brains, okay? Let's use whores to get these guys. Actually, smarter thing, let's use Tinder and let's use Colombian Cupid. Smarter thing, let's just act like these girls are just regular girls. Let's send them off to fucking Calle 70. I think they have a place there called 70. Let's send them in Provenza. Let's just have them be a little more friendly. Let's not have them go up to them like the pros would and stick their tongue out and act like they're sucking, you know, like they're going to give them a hawk tua.
And spit on that
And let's just have like some bad bitches go up to. That's what happened to Terzier Zhang, the Asian guy. I don't think those were just like pros he met. Those look like regular, like dressed, you know what I'm saying? Like paisas, right? But let's just, again, let's remove that. They can start using regular chicks to do it, guys, or who you think is regular, that you're not even paying for sex. So you guys have to be, you know, safe. We talked about ways that you can prevent it. A lot of guys are green. I said this on the last stream. There are a lot of YouTubers that say, well, something don't have to be said. Sometimes they can just read in between the lines.
Oh my God, did you see what Keith did?
And I'm in the streets for real.
We in the streets for real.
And y'all putting out these breakdowns. That's why y'all channel getting taken down. Ooh, that's why y'all need, y'all, ha. Y'all ain't got no subs. Look at you. Y'all ain't got no subs no more. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm trying to help men out. You're talking about fucking Burger King. Like we're actually fucking trying to help people. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you even really care? Like, that's my thing. You shouldn't even be hating on our content, whether you like us or not. Hey, I don't like them dudes because they did it, even though you started it. But you could be like, but their content, they putting out real shit. Like, give the people, you can respect somebody and not like them. My man's is trying to like slight us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even make sense. But these are the cases. These are the things that we see that are going on. This is from a guy who keeps saying, I live in Colombia. As you know, I live in Colombia. And he's trying to teach guys, and he gets scopolamine. I don't know, chat. A little weird to me. A little weird how men are just falling off of buildings and jumping to their death. Sounds like a criminal organization to me. It has criminal organization all over it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Skylar. We didn't want to bring that one.
I agree, man. I agree. We got to keep this content coming, and that's why we put the version on Patreon for free. You don't even have to be a paid member. You can watch it for free. We just want guys to stay safe, and we want people to have a place to watch it. And we have a lot of haters that are, you know, trying to get this content down, but we're not going to stop making it because it's very, very helpful, and we want to see men succeed.
100%. So let's go on to the next one, guys. We'll go in chronological order. Some of it's a little redundant. He says the same thing, but then you get the haters that start laughing at him. You get girls laughing at him as we go up. Ha, this passport, bro. You get these evil people. Like, again, I'm just not laughing at a man that almost died and all he's doing is just enjoying himself, or maybe he's banging some pros.
over there tricking.
Yeah.
He
got what he deserved. That's exactly what he deserves. He deserves to die. He should die. All of y'all going down there for pussy. All y'all should just die.
Yeah, that's not a solution. That's not a real solution.
Because you putting yourself in that position. All that for some pussy. For some pussy. Yeah, you deserve what you get. Ha. I mean, imagine saying ha to some dude getting hit with scopolamine.
Scopolamine.
That's crazy to me. I don't know. I just not doing that.
I don't know if women were dying in mass because of decisions that they made,
right?
And you had channels on there, people laughing at them. How quickly would their channel be banned? How quickly would
this fast?
Yeah.
Instant transmission banned.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, where's my sin? Knock it out. They just need to fucking knock this shit off, man. Okay, it is what it is,
man. Knock it off, man.
All right, let's go to the next one.
What's it like surviving
scopolamine?
As you know, I live in Colombia. So Vanessa's been taking care of me. They found me downstairs, barely walking. They took me to the hospital. I don't even remember being in the hospital. And I remember my accounts being wiped. Still working on getting them back now. Just spent the last couple of hours with my credit card companies. They had some fun. They said I was so close to a heart attack. I can't believe it. What's it like surviving scopamine? Shit happens. As you know, I live in Colombia. So as you guys know, I got scopamine. It happened to everybody. I was caught slacking. Invited this chick over. I talked to her for a while. No, she wasn't on that type of tip.
Yeah, guys, they can turn into it too, right? So they can flip flop and be chameleons and be shapeshifters. And a friend could be like, "Oh, he's this black dude. That what does he make a lot of money? Oh, you know what we should do? We should." And then they convince them to do it. So apparently, it's like he's saying they weren't pros. But again, these are just regular chicks scoping guys. Shout out to Casey Redbeard. He said a lot of the scopolamine instances are not from the whores. They're from perceived regular chicks. Okay. Well, y'all should just go over there and date regular girls. Okay.
Turned her down a couple times because I just didn't feel like hanging out. And I don't like a lot of people at my house anyway. But she really wanted to cook for me because her food was so amazing, right? Well, she ended up putting all the scopamine in the food. I scarfed it down because it was delicious. And we started watching a movie and I passed out. And she even stole all my stuff. Wiped my computers, damaged my computers, stole my laptop, stole my cash. But the thing is, at the end of the day, she didn't steal my life. I can always make more money. And I'm really good at making more money. So, what's up, guys? Can we give it up for the real MVP? As you know, I live in Colombia. Though I went through all of this stuff, guess who was my rider? Who was right beside me? Who took care of everything? Who even got me this phone that I have right now? Vanessa! Yo,
That's
Vanessa held me down. If she wasn't there, I wouldn't be here. So thank you. If you don't know what I mean, just 2 days ago, I got hit with some scopamine.
I don't know. I think that might be his maid.
Yeah,
That's his maid, guys. So he has a personal maid that comes in, chef, and she probably came in 6 a.m. or whatever in the morning. Maybe, I don't know. Noticed he wasn't answering or whatever, which is weird, and she called the cops.
She probably had access to his house, came in,
Did get
saw
in,
that he was
passed out,
and
wouldn't wake up.
Yeah, called the cops. So,
or else he would have died.
And I'm still standing. Vanessa found me. They got me to the hospital, and I'm still alive. The scary part is knowing if this would have happened over the weekend when Vanessa's not working, I don't know where I'd be right now. Thank you, Vanessa.
It's crazy. What did he say?
So definitely taking her down after that. Gratitude. Yeah.
You might as well.
I mean, yeah, I might marry her at that point. Yeah. Like we're destined to be together forever.
Yeah,
you saved my life.
Yeah, at this point. All right, let's play a couple more, guys.
I say let's do one.
Talk about the good.
Nah, there's some good ones. I'll skip up, but no, let's do like two.
Ugly scope of me. I'm gonna get very transparent. You guys can talk shit. You guys can say that you guys are so perfect. It would never happen to you, and that I'm an idiot. I'm okay with it. But first, as you know, I live in Colombia.
Actually, there's one where he goes over the effects of it. I want you guys to do that, and then there's a girl that makes fun of him. Here's the girl.
So there's a black man on this app whose entire page is dedicated to him living abroad in Colombia and giving like tips and dating tips on how to date Colombian women. And he's comparing Colombian women to American women. American women are meaner. Colombian women are nicer, this and that. Whatever. It's giving passport bros, that whole little setup. Anyway, video just came up with my FYP. They done robbed his dumb ass blind. A woman that wanted to wine and dine him, the nice Colombian woman, then put some poison in his food, drugged this man. And he's still giving her grace.
What's up, sis? As you know, I live in Colombia. What's up, Vanessa? My whole page is not to bash American women. Why the hell is there a filter on me? Never was about that. A lot of my tips are based on just survival in Colombia. what y'all guys do back in the States is what y'all got to do. But I get it. You see a guy traveling and automatically it's bash, I guess, black women.
Right. So again, now guys, he's getting hit with being trolled, people making fun of him. You know, ha 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 ha, you got what you deserved.
So here's some tips on if you got scoped and when to start to panic.
Okay, this is let's do this one. He's going to talk about when to panic if you think you got scoped.
If you got scoped and when to start to panic. And what I mean by panic, get out. Because obviously I went through it, I felt it, so I'm going to be able to help you. But first, as you know, I live in Colombia. Okay, you're going to feel this very, very heavy type of feeling. I'm not talking about like doing edibles or smoking weed. It's going to be a very, very hard fatigue, and it's going to hit you fast. It's going to be one of those ones where it's going to be like straight onto your chest. That's when you should get up, and you're going to have time. You're not going to just like black out. Get them out of your house, or get them out of, or get out, or go get to somebody ASAP. You're not going to feel good. It's not good. It's going to feel like you're sleepy, but it's going to feel like the hardest sleep of your freaking life. You're going to be conscious, and you have at least about 10 minutes. Because I remember when I felt it, when I was at that table, and I went to go sit down, because they were like, let's watch a movie. I sat down, flipping through the movie, and I was just started yawning. And I was like, I'm tired. I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. You have time. These are ways that you can get scoped. Scopely. I hope I'm saying it right. They can blow it in your face. They can put it in your food. They can put it in your drink. So make sure you watch out for that. I don't know why women in the States are acting like this is something new. They've been drugged in the States before. And they've also drugged dudes. So why are they acting like this is brand new? I mean,
all right, guys. So we'll stop it there. But basically, okay, if you get hit with some scopolamine, aka what, chat?
The devil's breath.
He said that you're gonna feel a heaviness on your chest. You're gonna feel extremely tired. I'm not talking about like a little bit of woozy. He said it hits super sudden, super quickly, and basically, you know, you're like shit, like fuck, like. He says there's a window, okay, and this is good news to know that there's some sort of window of opportunity where you can save yourself to some extent. I would say if you feel a slight bit of bad, too drunk, whatever, get them out, because you don't know if you've been scoped or not, and go and stand by your security guard. Hey, man, I'm not feeling too hot. There's some girls up in my room, okay? Can you go and get them out and call an ambulance, right? I think I may have overdosed, or not overdosed. I may have drank too much, right? Too much alcohol overdose, or whatever it is. And they'll do a poison toxicology or whatever test on your blood when the ambulance arrives, and they'll figure it out and they'll test for scopolamine. But I need you guys to understand, he's giving great information. There's a window where you can actually go and get some help. So that's, again, I thought it was maybe something that just poof, you're out. Apparently, no, it's I'm tired, right? Me, I got the fight or flight syndrome. If I started feeling like I was like getting tired, I'd be fighting that drug. I'd probably have a fucking panic attack, and I'd be running down to the fucking front desk. Okay. But I just wanted you guys to see that there's a bunch of videos. You guys can go through them, and not everybody's going to be 10 minutes. I mean, he ate a whole meal, and he's a bigger guy. I'm skinny. International's bigger than me, right? Who knows how it's going to affect your body? I could be allergic to it. My heart could stop right at the point that I take it. Who knows? But the minute you start to feel bad and you feel weird, that's when you need to go down. And again, I know some people are going to say, well, why go down there if all these things are happening? What's the point? People want to go there. People are going to go there. We got to talk about solutions rather than don't go and what they ought to do. Okay. But I think he's giving great information. I don't think he should stop talking about Colombia just because something happened to him. But, you know, these are people that again, they should be watching different content. They should be watching our content. And maybe sometimes these things wouldn't happen to them. And I get it. Like, we do get excited. You get around women. You're like, man, there's some bad bitches. You've been down there a few months, or this is your 4th, 5th, 6th time going to Medi. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I don't even need a security guard. Or I know what I'm doing. I don't even need this. I don't even need that. And that's when you become vulnerable. So it's an unfortunate situation, but at least he's still alive, because him dying would have been a crazy story. Crazy story. His TikTok would have probably, I mean, it's already kind of popping and on fire now because he got scoped. But if he'd have died, oh, this might have been on the news. Okay.
I agree. And like I said, I'm happy that he made it out. And yeah, like I said, you got to follow your rules 100% of the time. And it's tough. It's tough being over there by yourself. It's tough living, you know, for long periods of time by yourself. You got to be perfect in every single decision you make. And you just really got to be cautious. I mean, there's times where even like nationally, Steve will hit me up. Yo, I'm out. I'm hanging out with this chick. You know, I'm going here. I don't know. This is my first time kicking it with her. Hit me up in like 10 minutes. And it might be like, you know, late at night, or it's been early in the morning sometimes, you know, that, and I'll do the same thing. Yo, I'm in this area. You have my location, you know, let me know. Hit me up, check on me. But yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have that circle of friends that really trust you, and I mean that you really trust and that you rock with. I got a few of my friends. I'm always checking on them, always making sure they're good. You know, that's what you should do. But I'm glad to see that he's still in Medi. I'm glad to see that, you know, he has a maid that actually cares for him, that has his back, because if she wasn't there, then he'd be gone. And like I said, you got these American modern women that are bitter, angry at the world, that are just waiting for bad things to happen to people so that they can make fun of them. And like I said, if the roles were reversed and we were doing that to women, you know, there wouldn't be a channel. They're overly protective, but for some reason they can make fun of people like this in situations like this and not get them monetized, and their content gets millions of views. So is bullshit.
So yeah, guys, we'll move on from that, but unfortunate situation, but again, glad he's okay. He's got to get all his crypto and all that stuff. There's a video within that TikTok where he talks about I don't know if he goes over numbers, but they got his crypto, they got his credit cards, they got a lot, and those girls just go and splurge. I think what they do is probably just go and buy things that they can sell, and then sell them for money, obviously, and get the cash on the back end from that. But yeah, man, Suriaki, glad you're okay. And we do have a TikTok page, guys, tiktok.com/mentuition. That was the page I was on. We're going to start uploading more on the TikTok. We have so many different freaking platforms, guys, that we got to upload to. So it's just a lot of work, but I do want to start making TikToks, and I might start by responding to him, because I think there needs to be more people talking about Colombia on TikTok. He's the only one really doing it. And I could talk about it just as good as, if not better than he's talking about it. And I don't know. And I don't even got to be there. But shout out to him, man, for keeping the content going, and we're glad he's okay. Speaking of bitter women, or women from the USA, I wouldn't say these are necessarily bitter women, but we got to bring up our boy Skyler. He has a video called "Black Women Invade Rio de Janeiro, Brazil." This is insane. This is crazy. Check this video out, guys. All right.
One of my favorite spots. A lot of people give Mavs a bad rep. Okay, but if you've never been to Mavs, you should definitely go. Not only should you go, you should get the hot wings and batatas and batata fritas. Okay, French fries. That combination is fire. But anyway, I'm just gonna play this video, and I want you guys to give me your opinion in the comment section. Just tell me what you think, because like I said, I can't tell you what I think here. All right, let's go.
Oh my God.
Okay, what do you guys think?
International, what do you think? What do you think of that, man?
I just want to say I told you so to Sin.
Oh yeah.
Sin City kept saying, "Yo, Brazil's Pookie proof."
Man, knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off, Sin. Knock it off. Told you that this it is not Pookie proof. We were over in Cartagena. I saw a very beautiful chica. I go up to her.
Oh man.
¿Cómo se llamos?
Yo.
Straight American chick.
Yeah.
American chick. But she was dressed like one of the chicas, that were over there. So they're I don't know what their obsession is with going everywhere where black men are, but they're saying that they don't need us and that they don't want us, but they're damn sure good at following us. But yes, Brazil is not Pookie proof. I've been saying it the whole time. I've been pretty hard on that stance. No place is Pookie proof, and it's just, bruh, this is why I gatekeep. This is why you don't know my spots. That's why I ain't giving up nothing on Brazil. This is why they was like, oh, Mentuition hasn't done a lot of Brazil content. Well, it's for a reason. It's for a very good reason.
Yeah.
Al, you've been over there for a year, but you ain't been putting out vlogs. Yeah, it's for a reason, and this is the reason. So yes.
Yeah. So my comments on this video in particular, guys, is wow. Lost for words. It looks like maybe they rented it out for something. I've never seen it closed off like that, or maybe it's raining. But this is always a public place. I can't imagine. They just may have just taken it over. But generally speaking, you walk into Mabs, you sit down, and there are working women along the outskirts. Let's bring the video back up because they did pan. I won't play the sound again necessarily. But let's see. Okay, so out there is Copacabana Beach, and where these little drapes are, those little white drapes are down, guys. There are chicas. Front
like
side
a U shape.
Yeah, U shape. All right, can you guys hear us? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear us. Sorry about that. Guys, internet's still acting weird. We tried to get it fixed. We'll try to work on it tomorrow again. We were out in Cartagena, but put a 1 if you guys can hear us. Thank you. All right, cool. So as I was saying, Mabs in particular, guys, this isn't what you normally would see there. I'm sure a lot of guys that go to this place were probably upset because typically you go here, you sit down, and there's a bunch of women walking around, or at least standing around the outskirts. Okay. I don't know what it is with us black folk that we have to go and be loud and do dances and do party walks and be in fraternities and sororities and feel like we have to distribute that over. There's another video of actual men doing this at a club called Black Rio in Rio de Janeiro. The same thing. And I get it. Some of you guys that are, alphas and Qs and what's the other one? Kappas and Sigmas and all that. You want to, and Iotas, you want to have your fun, right? In the black fraternities. But guys, save that shit for at home, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're drawing attention. No one knows what's going on. The people that are there are like, what the fuck is going on? And then you're just being overly hype, and it's doing too much. So, there are more and more women, not even just black women, but women in general, moving to Rio de Janeiro, moving to Cartagena. As International said, when we were in Cartagena, there's just so many of them walking around. And it's not a big deal per se, but as you start to see more and more and more and more. You're like, damn. It just becomes like, now you're like, shit, like I'm more annoyed with the women moving there than some of the guys coming down there, because it's like they bring that same mentality, still rude, still loud, still bitchy. And it's just like, I'm trying to get away from this shit. I don't want to be around this at all. The good news is you are in another country and you can simply just walk out of Mabs. But maybe I ordered some plates. Maybe I wanted to order some of the wings and patata fritas. Maybe I had, plans to be there. And now I got to hear loud music, a DJ, and people doing the fucking schmurder dance to
swag surfing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that's why I get away from all that shit. But yeah, it's all good. I mean, everybody knows about Mabs, and
Mabs is a starter pack,
in the basic Pookies pack, which we were talking about. His dumbass going over there, going to the same 3 or 4 places, feeling like he did something, eating at Burger King every day, and then talking shit on the country.
Having your way.
That's Pookie behavior, man. Don't be a Pookie. Don't go over there. But yeah, I got all the sauce on Brazil. We're gonna be putting some of that stuff out for the Patreon members very soon.
Yeah.
Finally, but it's gonna be behind a paywall, and it's gonna probably be on the second or third tier for things like that, because I don't want this stuff getting out to the masses. I don't want all the spots, and then I'm cool with giving up Mabs. Mabs is easy. I don't really go there, a whole lot unless I'm there with people visiting or whatever. You might see me there sometimes, but it'll be on occasion. But I got several other spots that I'll put up, but it's not going to be for everybody. It is going to be for the loyal ride or die members of Patreon. They can have that sauce, but yeah, that's why you don't see a bunch of vlogs on the old Intuition channel. Now this one, I do have a lot of my vlogs up there, actually most of them up there on this channel, so you can see some of the places, some of the vlogs I did in Salvador, some of the vlogs I did just checking out different areas, the untapped places of Brazil. You can see that on this channel. I have a lot of that, but we have we're going to be making a Carnival vlog very, very soon. I mean, a Carnival breakdown very, very soon, and then a Brazil breakdown. Those are going to be the 2 ones coming up next.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for those 2. But yeah, I this breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
It breaks my heart.
That's fucking up a really dope country doing Pookie and Ray behavior over there. But however, the good news is they're going to be making some stiffer stipulations, no Diddy, to come over to Brazil, so that it shies away some of these Pookies and Rays.
Yeah. Let's hear a little more what Skylar has to say, guys, and then we can wind down. Or did you want to open up the panel?
We can open up. We can see
if anybody wants to come on. We'll open up the panel in just a moment. Let's just play a little bit more of this, guys, and then we'll comment, and then we'll open up the panel.
What do you guys think? I'm not gonna play the video again with sound, but what do you guys think about this? Like I said, I can't give my opinion on it, not here on YouTube, because you guys know, if you know me, you already know where I'm at. But I'm gonna just tell you, I can't say what I want to say, but I can tell you what the Brazilians were saying, because some buddy of mine was talking to some of the Brazilians in that work there, and not work there, or Brazilians that were just hanging around. And the first question the Brazilians asked, they were like, why are these women, why is there so many overweight women in the United States? That's the first question these Brazilians asked. They was flabbergasted because they never seen this many overweight people and what congregated in one area from one country. So they're like, yo, what's going on?
Oh no. Yo, Skylar.
They was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, it's actually very sad. It's a saddening thing to me as a black man. And we won't go into it either, guys. This is for another time or another show. But it is a sad thing to see the women of your culture act a certain way and look a certain way and just won't listen to anything you tell them, right? Like, and this isn't all of them. I'm just speaking across the line. We're one of the only races where this actually happens, and so if not the only one, and it is an unfortunate situation. But yeah, let's play a little bit more.
I think it's also crazy too. You go to an Indian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You see all different cultures, mostly Indians. You go to an Asian restaurant, you see all different cultures, mostly Asians, obviously. You go to a Mexican restaurant, you can go to like the best Mexican restaurant. You're going to see mostly that same culture. But you're going to see other cultures. We eat a lot of, you might see, like I said, other races. But then you go to like soul food places.
Right.
And it's only us there. Like
Yeah.
we're the only ones that eat that bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I'm not perfect. I got some work to do on myself as far as that area. But at the same time, women aren't supposed to be the same weight as men.
Correct. This is
and a lot of these sisters in this video are the same. They probably weigh either as much as me or more than me. And that's just crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
So yes, I got work to do, and I'm actually, working on that, doing pretty well. But it's crazy just to see this. It is crazy.
Yeah. In Brazil, this is even more crazy because if
everybody's so fit in Brazil.
Yeah, if you saw the women that are probably out on this beach area behind these women, you'd be like, damn, it's like night and day. We know when American women are in places a lot of times due to their weight. So we'll be walking through Cartagena or Medellin or somewhere, wherever we are in some other country, and we'll be like, American women, right?
Yeah, you instantly know
by the way
know
they look, their weight, the way they dress, and then of course when you hear them talk, but you don't even have to hear them talk.
No, you don't have to hear them. We can instantly spot all the American women there for for the most part when we were over in Cartagena, and there was a lot.
Yeah,
and that's all good, but it's just a poor representation of our culture. I just think about our ancestors. That's one of the reasons that I've been actually working on my weight and getting in the gym and all that stuff. It's like, bro, our ancestors just, what would they think of you just being out of shape and being a loser, if you are a loser, or just a lot of people, just too many, just like I said, don't have any goals, don't have any ambitions.
Yeah. I love my people. I love Black women. I want to marry a Black woman, but I'm gonna make sure that my wife got it together. She got the hair gone, done.
There you go.
Oops. Hold on, guys. I'll record myself. Okay, there we go. Hold on, guys. We're gonna just talk from here real quick, guys, because our connection's a little messed up. But anyway, guys, yeah, I think that it's unfortunate, but we don't even really need to play any more of that.
There's a reason. There's also a reason why me and Steve don't really talk about these topics too much, and it's not because we're afraid of YouTube like a lot of people are, and rightfully so, because as you see, wipe this camera real quick.
No Diddy?
No Diddy?
Yeah. No Diddy chat.
As you see, what happens whenever you talk about certain topics, certain consequences and repercussions happen. But I'm not one of those channels, and you have a lot of them, that is into making certain people look a certain way. I want to be responsible with my message and how I say things. So I don't want people to look a certain way or be portrayed a certain way in a negative light or anything like that. However, this is a conversation that needs to happen and a discussion that needs to happen. at some point. So we gotta. Me and Steve have actually been working on a way to have certain conversations that are harder to have, but where other platforms make these group of people go crazy or all of that, we're not here to do that. So it's sad, to be honest, and we definitely got some work to do as a culture in a lot of different ways.
100%.
But that's why I always try to represent myself well, being overseas, talk professionally. I make sure that I take care of the people over there in a multitude of different ways. And I try to leave the place better than I saw it. So yeah, man. Shout out to Blinn. He said, great channel, needs more subs. So yeah, I don't know if you're new or not, Blinn, but we had 20,000 and then we lost the channel, a few months ago. So I'm sure if we still had that channel going, we'd be at about 30 or 40 because we were growing like crazy. Rapidly. So it's all good. The number isn't as important now that we got banned for putting out a good message. The number's not as important to us right now. However, we still have the same amount. We probably have more support than we had before from the people that really rock with us. So that's what kept us going. But yeah, man, it's just share this content with your friends, family, everyone, and let's run them numbers back up.
Yeah, guys. Okay, we're back. Inception. But yeah, run the numbers back up, guys, and subscribe. Tell people about it. Okay, there's a lot of people that don't know about the channel. A lot of people still know about the channel. I think a lot of people thought we were going to stop at Cartagena 101. Maybe they thought, oh, well, what else can they put out? They did Medellin 101, they did Cartagena 101. The content will live on, guys. This channel, this show in particular, guys, we had 3 or 4 shows on the channel, and we're going to do other shows. We're just focused on what we're learning now. Let's just focus on 1 or 2 things at a time to try to do 100 different things. You need a team to be able to do that, or a larger team. It's just me and Al right now. And so we're going to give you guys this show. We may often do some other things, but for the most part, we're going to keep it this and maybe like one other thing and just try to pump the content out to you guys. What I will do, though, is we do have shout out to JoJo. He says Free Floyd always comes in with a Free Floyd. So threw me off with the Free Floyd. Shout out to Floyd, man. But yeah, so basically, guys, we're going to continue to create good content for you guys, and I'm going to do you guys a bonus on this particular channel if it doesn't get banned, hopefully. What we're going to do is we're going to basically upload some of the older videos back up from the other shows, the best parts. So I used to do a show called The Mentuition Academy with Allende. I'm going to start putting some of that on here. International has some vlogs that he does called Airplane Mode. You guys can basically, you'll get to see like stuff with just me, stuff with just him, stuff with me and other people, stuff with Al and other people. And we'll like just make it more fun and give you guys more of like idea of who we are. And then we're going to upload shorts. We're going to start doing more shorts as well, because we weren't really doing that on any of the other channels. We didn't really need to. They were just growing super fast. So definitely stay tuned for that. Guys, we just dropped the link. If anybody wants to join up before we wind down here, you guys certainly can join the panel. It's open to all, I guess. We'll open up to anybody who wants to join. Sometimes we do Patreon members only, or locals and Patreon members only. But the link is there, guys. If you're a hater and you want to come up and hate, go ahead. You know, we welcome you. If you're a supporter, come on in. Killy God, what's going on, brother? How are you, man?
Breaking, freaking news. What's good, dudes?
Breaking, freaking news.
What's good, bro?
Ain't much, man. I'm at the crib, man. A long day at work, man. But you know,
how was the game?
Man, I hate you. Stop, man.
I didn't watch it.
Man, 5-3, man, New Jersey, man.
Damn. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all good. But the red carpet was dope. You know what I'm saying? I was able to kick it with Flyboy because he was in DC. I was able to kick it with him before going to work. But you know, everything is good, man. You know what I'm saying? it's unfortunate that people don't see what this channel is doing, and to me it's like, what are you doing to bring awareness about what's going on? Like, you hate on the channel and you got nothing going on, you shouldn't have a voice to even speak to begin with, you know what I'm saying? So my opinion is like, yo, just keep doing your thing, man, because I see the mission and I see the vision what y'all trying to do. And for people to make fun of or joke because you don't have followers and all that, man, that shit don't mean nothing, man. It's the message. And if people can see that, they would salute that. That's real. I don't, to me, it's like, I don't care about the, the followers and subscription. That helps. But at the same time, like, if you're in a mission to help fellas, so fellas who've never been to a certain place, and you know what I'm saying, it will give them confidence because they watch this channel, they know how to move, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? But I hey, other than that, man, how was Cartagena, man? How did they treat you?
It treated us very well, man. Treated us very well. Me and Steve are working on some stuff over there on really, like, I can't give out too much info, but
true.
We're working on a few things over there currently, and expect to see some big events. Expect to see just a lot of change. We got a few people that we're working with, and we're ready to do some big things over there. We're going to be traveling after the new year a lot more. I might go back to Brazil, but either way, we're looking at possibly we might be over Brazil during Carnival at some point.
Oh, snap.
So we're looking at that, and if I don't stay permanently, I'm going to be in a few other places, and just kicking it back and forth. But yeah, man, we're really trying to plant roots overseas and make this thing permanent. We got a lot of things in the works.
Yeah, guys, we got some shit that's gonna change the game, man, and I'm excited.
And as you should, man. As you should. Y'all doing something different y'all doing something that people are not normally doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that it should be motivation to most other content creator, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
fuck the haters, man. Y'all doing something different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I don't understand why YouTube is acting, acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, like, if your goal is to prevent guys from getting scoped, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. Other than DC Born Rob that's bringing awareness about this scopolamine, Mid-Tuition is doing that. I don't see no other content creators that are doing that.
Yeah, man. We're
man.
We're DC Rob's great too. He's reporting the news, and then we're breaking down what he's reporting into more digestible form content. A lot of people don't know what scopolamine is. As you saw, the big YouTuber over in Medellin can't even pronounce the word right because he doesn't even know what it is.
Also he actually got scoped in Santa Marta.
It was in Santa Marta.
He lives in Santa Marta.
That's
so
crazy.
He got scopolamine at the place where typically
it's not even there.
And people say, go to Santa Marta. It's way better. And then he got scoped there. So.
And you see, one thing about him is that he's not feeling pity because he knew that he broke his own rule. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a red flag. Like, and to be honest with you, he's like, I'd rather you learn from my mistakes than your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the red flag was right in front of him, but he denied, like he just dismissed it. Like, the lady said, oh, I'm bringing a friend. Me, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know your friend. She's not coming in here. The end. You know what I'm saying? But he dismissed that. And, imagine if he did dismiss, Vanessa, not Vanessa, her friend, the girl cooking, bringing her friend. It wouldn't have happened.
Right. Guys, if anybody else wants to come, there's Wiza. I would say anybody else supposed to comes up to the panel, come on through, guys. We're gonna be going live for a little while. Wiser, what's up, man?
And the rules is you can't scream.
I wanted to make sure
You
that
can't scream and yell.
I muted the chat. Okay, I can hear you guys.
What's good? What's good, brother?
What is going on with you fellas? I didn't expect y'all to leave so fast.
What's good?
Yeah, man. We had to get up on out of there, but we'll be back again real soon.
I feel like I'm trapped. I'm staying here for a while. Not fucking leaving.
Hey, we gotta play the fight on that one. I'm not fucking leaving.
It bees like that. As soon as you get over there, you like, yeah, that's the way I felt with Brazil. I was supposed to go and travel the world, and I got stuck, man. I'm like, I'm not leaving here. It's gorgeous. So I feel you.
Definitely coming up pretty soon for me. Like I gotta see that part next because all right, here.
You saw the Patreons, right? Some of them on Brazil? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Man, it's a lot here, but I know like if I keep doing this, you're just not going to see the rest of everything else, so I definitely want to tap into that, before I start journeying to the east.
Yeah.
Can you give the people that are back home, Wiser, your experience so far in Cartagena? This is how many times have you been there? Is this your first time?
This is my second time. It's my second time. So let me say I never left the country before. And in July, early July, I just wanted to do a trip for my birthday. And it was one of them situations where like I want to go, but I'm asking my people, like, yo, let's get together, let's go do this. And all before that is, yeah, let's do it. And push comes to shove, nobody really want to make a move. So I'm like, you know what? F it, I'm gonna go. I've been looking up this information for like a year now. I think, did I get muted or did you guys get muted?
I muted myself real quick. I was saying something else. But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
I can hear you.
But yeah, like, I've been looking up this information for over a year now at this point. A friend of mine been telling me since we were 18, get your passport, T, get your passport. Y'all know me as Wiser. And, I finally got it. And then, I get it. Nobody want to move. I'm like, man, look, I got the information. Let me go on ahead and just dip my toe in the water. So I did it for just a weekend. I think I did like 3 or 4 days the first time, but I did it with information. And man, I had a time. And in having that time, I met a local. And because of that, we had made some plans and did some things. Because when I came out the first time, I didn't even really get to do any excursions or anything. It was just women. When you do it, it's like they don't let you go. They don't let you move. They just kind of, So I'm like,
I guess they love foreigners, man.
They do. They definitely do. I want to say,
hold on. Did you said foreigner, right?
Yeah, man.
Foreigner.
All right, my bad. Go ahead, Wiser.
Hey, the thing I think from what I'm hearing, the thing that they like us black foreigners the most, but I think that part of the reason is because we are very giving with our funds, and they expect that from us. We're very loose when it comes to that sort of thing. And not everybody, but I know like when there's so many people that are coming out here doing it, and of course they don't have the game, they kind of put that on everybody. And they start to have certain, and I know you guys from coming out here several times, I know that you see how much it keeps changing probably every time y'all come, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's completely different than it was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Like when you guys were out here before, I came the week after. And like from what you guys had put out, we're talking about in that stream, I came out the next week. I'm like, it's getting a little bit different. Right. And then a month later, it's like these clubs closed. It's just like, God damn, stop changing so much.
Yeah, everything keeps changing there. I think it's basically week to week at this point. T Lethal, what's good, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting ready to pop out here in a little bit, man. Just got finished working, but hey, I see y'all survived the storm, man. Well, not the storm, the hurricane.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, we made it out just in the nick of time, brother. Just made
up, bro.
Our plane was leaving and the storm was like right behind it. We just made it, bro. So
Wow. that turbulence from behind.
we did, man. We were like, shit. The plane was moving a little bit, but we knew we as soon as it went smooth, we're like, all right, we good.
All right, we good.
We
That
good.
was up, man. See that's the beautiful thing about flying charter, man. I know y'all took the charter out there to Cartagena, man. So
Man, bro.
Pretty
I think
soon.
pretty
This is
soon.
Nah,
incredible,
but
huh?
I've been listening to the show, and you know, the only thing that I feel like kind of like is concerning to me for real, is what y'all shared earlier about how I guess the shorties are acting now because guys are coming over there, specifically the brothers are coming over there with chains on, and it's like kind of, I don't know, like making the other dudes who ain't on that tight time seem like they broke or whatever and all this other stuff. I'm just kind of curious, and I have an assumption, but I'm just curious from y'all perspective because we all brothers for the most part on this panel. I'm not sure if Kelsey got a brother, but I'm assuming he is.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
But
I'm an African brother.
okay, well that's even better, man. Yeah, I like that. Nah, but for real, like, what is it about our people sometimes that seem like we got to do the most in these situations? Like, I just don't understand because, like, even here in the States, I got a homeboy who just got a McLaren. And like, you know, buddy, he well successful, well off. I'm happy for him. But by the same token, you know, he specifically got one where he could like ride with the top down, and he got his social media handle on the side and all this other stuff.
Oh,
So I'm just like, bro, what the heck? And he was actually talking to me about, because I told him, I said, bro, I'm probably about to slide to Miami here in about a year. And we actually had a conversation today, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm thinking about pulling up with the McLaren out there." And I'm like, "Bro, like, not to be funny, but or you know, to throw shade, but like, you pull up with it out there in Miami, like, from my perspective anyway, that's kind of like, you know, damn near
that's
the standard." So you
Yeah.
ain't just, you know, and on top of that, people know what it is, man. Some of these cats out here renting these things, doing all types of stuff. I think y'all kind of put me on the gym a while back, saying how dudes is like sharing freaking supercars with like 8 other people or 4 other people, like just crazy stuff like that. So I just want to know from y'all perspective, bro, what is it about us that just want to do the most? Because I don't see white
I,
dudes throwing money in
I
the
don't know.
club and all
I
that.
don't know. I don't
we
know
ain't
if
never
it's
had nothing.
I don't know if insecurity has to do with it, but I feel like it has to be like some type of validation. Like I feel like we have to flex on. You know what I'm saying? And there's this movie that I watched on American Gangster, and it stuck with me. Where Denzel, he was playing the character. He's like, "Yo, you do know that the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room." And of course, he didn't follow his advice because he was wearing that fur on that, you know, that boxing joint, and then that's how he got knocked. So I feel like it's something about us that we have to feel like, yo, we're flexing and we want the attention. But I think it's based on insecurity, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, real quick. So the specific situation I was talking about was at Delirium, which is Androgen, same club.
Okay.
And it doesn't happen too much outside of the nightclubs. You're gonna see it more in the nightclub area. Like the guy that was probably throwing that money, maybe he was at some rooftop bar or party and he felt to just throw money. Or you know, there was a dude throwing money off of one of the balconies in the Relo as well before, but I think maybe there were some girls around. But generally speaking, you're gonna see those chains at these hip hop clubs or just a regular nightclub in CTG. What I will say is the reason why I think guys are doing it is what you guys said, insecurity. I do think that there are certain girls that they see, they have a particular idea in their head of what a black guy looks like, what he's gonna, you know, the ones that have money versus the ones that don't. Androgen is a hip hop club. So if I come in looking like a hip hop artist or like a football player or whatever it is, I'm going to get the baddest bitches. And yeah, there's still, even though a lot of them are bad, there still are a few that are higher end than a lot of the others. Okay. When you go to Androgen, you're going to see some chicks that don't really got the best bodies. You're going to see a few stragglers in there that get the overweight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit of that in there, yeah. But I would say 80% of it's good, but there's gonna be that bad 20%. And then out of that 80%, let's say 60% are like maybe 6, 7, 8. We don't use 7, but let's just say 6, 7, 8. And then you get the rest of the 25% will be 9s and 10s. So the girl I was talking about was one of the badder ones in there, or perceived bad. I don't do the big balloon tits and the whatever, but I mean, she was stacked, like she was bad. She might be in one of my videos when I kind of did a pan when we had our bottles coming out. But yeah, so anyway, I think that guys, insecurity, right? Also, I know if I dress like rapper, if I wear chain, more bitches. Like that's what they're thinking in their head, and a lot of times that works. That's why they do it.
Yeah, but again, I'm looking at it like, and I agree with what you're saying 100%. I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, okay, the spot that you're talking about is one of those kind of P spots, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Same.
the whole aspect of quote unquote, it just don't make sense, man, to me.
You don't have to do it.
Because
No matter what you wear,
yeah,
no matter how you dress, you're going home with the girl. She's not going to be any more impressed. She's
facts.
not going to be any less impressed if you come in with basketball shorts. I don't recommend that. I recommend dressing up, but I'm saying she's going to leave with you regardless if you're paying her. It doesn't matter. If you're paying her, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So she's going to leave with you. But if you dress like, if you dress up a little bit and don't come in looking like if you dress like a rapper, they're going to treat you like one, and they're going to expect you to overpay. So that's what they're going to treat you like. Oh, yeah. Somebody else said it. I think it might have been, I can't remember who said it, but they were like, oh, it was Homie's Hub, I think. Or I believe it was Homie's Hub when I was on his panel. He was talking about how they go and these guys buy all these bottles at the club, and then it's like, all right, you didn't spend $1,000 at the club. You ain't finna lowball me on no 200 pesos. Like, you just dropped 1,000 USD. So, that's the way you're going to be treated if you dress like that. If you dress regular and you act regular and you just talk to them and treat them regular, it's a much better experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't require anything, and you don't have to worry about people plotting on you or waiting after the club or any of that shit. That like you're not drawing no attention.
Yeah. And even that bad when I was talking about, you could have still, like, if you was dressed in regular clothes, you still could have still got her. She'd have probably been a little snooty. But those are the girls you don't want to go for anyway, because she's gonna be bad in bed, right? She just had a bitchy attitude, like you can tell. Like there's a few of them they're just walking around like, you know what I'm saying? So if you
Sorry.
you can eye them and look at their facial expressions and the way they walk around and the way they're kind of carrying themselves to know if they're the kind of girl you want to deal with or not. Like, is this going to be a good time or a bad time? Is she going to annoy me? Like, again, it's not, most of them are feminine and nice, but there are a few subsets of the women that are snooty. It just happens in any situation, bro. I mean, they're women, right?
Yeah, that's like here in the States then. I mean, and which is, it's a given because like you said, you're dealing with women, but I look at it like this too. All that flexing and stuff like that, like Al was talking about, it's just really making you a target. And if the girl gonna fuck with me anyway, I look at it like this. You can't see at some point people gotta stop telling on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be the man, get to the point to where you can be the man as opposed to like trying to flex like you are. It's like I had one chick over at my spot here in the States, and she actually was trying to quote unquote flex to me that she knew Moneybag Yo, and he be flying her out and all this other stuff. Like that was supposed to impress me, and I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, hey, thank you for telling me that, because I'm not Moneybag Yo, but shit, you in my car right now. You getting ready to come to my spot, and I'm probably getting ready to do more damage to you than he did. So that's just being all the way 100. But by the same token, I'm not leading with no money. It ain't no, oh yeah, come get my Bugatti. You know, I don't do all that stuff because, like you said, it makes you a freaking target. So, you know, I peeped the insecurity aspect, but I was just curious because we all brothers on this panel that kind of have like a, you know, we got our head on a swivel, so to speak, as well as everybody on the panel for the most part is well spoken. So I was just kind of curious about that, man, because see, people that's listening on the outside who going to be critical, they'll just think, oh man, these dudes, they hating, you know what I'm saying? Just like these brothers go out there, wear whatever they gonna wear, you know, it's enough for everybody out here to eat. But the problem is that we seeing, you know, price increases, we seeing all types of pretty much the same BS that you're going to experience here in the States off the strength of the foolery that's coming on with our culture. You know, if you want to go to Atlanta and pop bottles, okay, that's one thing. But when you take your ass all the way out there to Cartagena, when them hoes just happen to see $1 and you doing all that, it's like,
Yeah,
bro, what are you doing?
yeah.
But-
Why you were gonna say something, or Keely? Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to jump in on that one a little bit. I want to say, firstly, these women aren't stupid, and they're definitely not stupid anymore. You notice with this cycle of chicks, the chicks are always changing, right? They're coming in with new game and they're adapting to us. They're watching the videos. I think that you guys said that previously. They're watching the content that we are posting, not we, that you guys are posting here, that the traveling circular is posting, and they're adjusting to it. That's why you see whether it be prices go up or their perception of us changes. It's just what it is that we've been doing is kind of making them decide how they want to move on us. So, you know, we say, you know, you guys say all the time, you got to know how to move. It's like now they're learning how to move and counter to it, you know, to get what's best for them. And it's just kind of how the game evolves.
That's a great point. They are watching the content, and it's a lot of beta men that are sending them, yo, check out this video, yo, what do you think of this? They're, you know, snitching on content creators like us and other content creators. Yo, this person has you in the video, yo, this person does that. That's why
I want to say another thing. So we go out there, a lot of us are going out there with a Western mentality, and we're kind of pushing that Western mentality onto the women in these other countries, which is why we're starting to see them starting to develop that Western mentality, and they're kind of doing that a little bit as well.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. Yeah, man. They're we say it all the time. Women can only do what men allow them to get away with. So,
right. Well,
you know, it's that. But then also what I was saying is, you know, you got a lot of men snitching on other men instead of helping them. You know, we're supposed to be supporting each other. They're snitching. They're trying to get content like this taken down. They're trying to help these women, you know, adjust and adapt it, and then they are adjusting and adapting. And the people like me and Steve that, I mean, I don't really care if the women see the video. If it's P for P, I'm still going to get the price that I'm going to get it for regardless. Like,
Right.
they can have all the game that I'm putting in these videos, but they're still not smarter than me to outwit me. So I don't really care if they do get it, but it sucks for the average guy that's going over there that, you know, they are able to counteract and their prices are going higher and higher. Because me and Steve will tell you, when we do pay, it ain't market price. It ain't market price when we pay.
I like that you guys don't even talk numbers like in the public forum.
Yeah, it ain't market price. I'll tell you that. And like I said earlier, like, I had a chick that I got for free that I was kicking it with the majority of the time over there. So it's like I said, if we do pay, we're good. This isn't going to affect any of us, but it's just limiting the amount of information that we can get out to other men and is limiting the amount of usefulness that we can be to them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Go ahead.
comment real quick, guys, because I want to touch on a couple of things. So to your point, Wiza, about you were saying that I think you were talking about Americanized. The women are becoming more Americanized because the men are coming over there and treating them a certain way. So I think
a lot of us are giving them our game.
Say that again.
A lot of them are giving them our game.
Right.
We're giving them our shit.
Right. So here's the problem. If you obviously, most of us are from the United States. We've lived here our whole life, and all we know is how to treat our women. So there's a little bit of a flip side to all this, that when we go over there, we have to adjust. They have to adjust, and we have to adjust because we're used to dealing with craziness here. And so that's why they're doing what the women here do, is because we don't know anything else but how to treat our women here, and then they start doing the same thing because naturally that's what women do. So I think that more men need to go over there. This is why this content is needed. And as International said, it doesn't even matter if they see it. Look, if it's only one-sided and the chicas have their group chat, they can call the police on you. They got the club wrapped around their finger, all these things that they got wrapped around their finger, and you go over there, you're a fish out of water, bro. You don't have anything. You have no information, and they can just drive the prices and you're fucked. I'm gonna be honest. If there's nothing out of no guys, like I had a video actually talking about pricing. I don't typically talk about it on the show, but I did have one. I was like, I'll give them one. Right. And that video may get put back up on this channel, but it was just more like, here's a generality of what it might be, guys. From there, it's up to you what you do. But I think that it's important. I'm not going to tell you what the price of a hand job is, right? We're not going to go over these little minute, nasty sexual things. That's weird, right? And we don't even do that in the Discord. Yo, don't post that. If a dude went in our Discord and said, yo, how much is a blowjob at La Isla? I'm like, yo, get the fuck out, right? This is, we're talking sex, but we can talk sex and be grown and professional. Right. It doesn't need to be this nasty conversation. Will it get, to jokes and funny and nasty stuff sometimes? Sure. But like, that's not what the show is. It's not what we're trying to give out. We're just trying to give guys a way to battle back against it. Whether the women see it or not, it's like, if we knew it was 100, they're not going to just change the right. That actually deters them from trying to go higher, because now we know what they're trying to do. So a lot of people have this mentality of like, why did you put this out? This should be behind a paywall, which I do agree. The first Cartagena video was a lot, and I knew it was. I knew when I made it. I called like mad family members and friends. I was like, yo, watch this. What do you think if I put this on YouTube? Like, I knew it. It's like you knew you had a hit song or something. Like, I just knew it. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm putting it out because I think it'll help. I work in the sex work industry. Women can go on, and OnlyFans girls can go on and talk about their sex tales and sexcapades, but I can't go on and just, again, baseline talk about this shit. So to wrap it all up, Wise, I agree with what you're saying, but I think that it's our responsibility as men to get the content out and to understand that some guys are going to come over there and they're just going to wear the chains. That's what they're used to in the States. When I go out to the club in Atlanta and I wear this chain, I be getting bitches. So fuck it. I own. Steve said wear a black tee, but shit, I ain't wear no fucking black tee. I'm gonna wear my Balenciaga shirt right here. I'm gonna have on my chains and my whatever. And hey, man, do what you got to do. Just understand that it is gonna fuck up the game. But if I can slow down the fucking up of the game, or I can give guys that video got those series of videos got 2 million views. If 2 million dudes saw my video and they were like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this cross strap bag, or I'm gonna do this, I'm cool with it. I can at least slow down the bleeding. I can't stop it. There's gonna be guys that are gonna go over and throw money. It doesn't matter. We could put 1,000 videos about not throwing money, Wiser. It's gonna happen.
It's still gonna happen. Yeah, and it's okay that stuff even happens, because I say, if you go out there just with the knowledge, you can still move correctly and still get the results that you're supposed to get.
Right.
So that's why the content does work. The content's always going to work. The content's always going to move. It's important because there's going to be people that's going to go out there and do the dumb shit. But when they see like this is a thorough dude, he know like he's not like that type of person. I still want to fuck with him. All right, cool. I don't got to try to get him with the price that these other people that are just going out there going crazy with. I don't gotta try to get him with that. I like him. Let me just give him what my normal. And this is just talking about the women that, you know, that are workers. The ones that are local, they see it on you like, oh, he's not that type of guy. I could really fuck with him.
Yeah.
And that's why that content works so much because of that.
Yeah, and a lot of guys, and I'll let somebody else go. I just want to say one more thing. They fall under the spell of beauty, love, and lust,
Femininity.
right? And femininity. So, man, bro, she's bad. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe even turning the hoe into a house. Like, damn, like, because I'm getting treated better by this 304, by this pro, than I ever got it treated by a woman in the States. Man, like, and then that's when the throwing the money or just doing something out of our character, because women put us under a spell, guys. They really do. They're beautiful. They're just majestic creatures. And when you're there and you're just seeing all these beautiful women, it's distracting. It really is. So I get why some guys go over there, man, fuck this shit. I'm about to pay $500 for this one. Because they've never been around bad Latinas before. They've never seen anything like this. It's like an outdoor strip club. Like it's like, and they're not stripping, but I'm just saying baddies just walking around and you could choose any of them. Are you telling me I could take any girl? Like, you got to think about it. I'm just speaking like a guy that's first went there. So it's always going to happen, because there's always going to be guys from the United States who never seen this. Maybe they got girls, but never been around this many girls this way. It's just going to happen. So again, my whole thing is, how do we slow it down? How do we give guys a little game? Hey man, don't get too hype. Like, how do we kind of hold their hand, pause through the process? Because it's inevitable. It's inevitable, and it's going to happen no matter what. Flexico, what up, brother? I see you, man.
What's good?
What up, Flex?
Yeah, and I wanted to give Keely, if you had anything to add. I know you haven't talked in a while, Keely, and then we'll go to Flex and whoever else. But I just want you guys to understand.
I agree with what you're saying, man. I agree with what you're saying, man.
Yeah. Flex, what you got for us, man?
I mean, I agree 100% with what you're saying. The content, the information is needed. I mean, just like you said, just small little gems, cross strap bags, don't wear, major, designer brands and shit like that, stuff like that. Cause like over here in the States, you're tempted to always wear, Polo or, True Religion, Gucci or something like that. You're always, tempted to wear that. But like over there in Medi, like not even just Medi, just Colombia, in general, Brazil, places like that in general. I mean, over there, I just wear a plain black t-shirt, plain white t-shirt, and call it a day.
As
all you need. All you need,
man.
You know what the crazy part is? Like I went to Medellin, and I went with a group of friends, and I told them, like, yo, man, like, seriously, man, leave your jewelry at home. Don't bring them here. Yeah, I got you. We went to Provenza, and he was wearing his chain. I'm just looking at him like, yo, like, seriously, bro, like, I'm not only saying that for your safety, but I'm saving myself as well too, because you're putting me at risk as well too.
Yeah,
you know,
put the risk. Yeah, you do. You put the whole squad at risk, the whole group.
That's super selfish, man. That's super selfish, to be honest. And I get it if it's just you out, cool, do what you do. But especially if you in a group of people and you just putting a target on everybody's back because you want to try to look cool or you want to try to do something that, like, that's messed up. That's
and
messed
it's
up.
crazy though. Like,
you can just look presentable and be all right.
You
don't need the extra.
And I know the reasons why he's doing it. You're trying to get the girls, bro. Like, the girls are gonna come regardless, because you know what? You are a foreigner.
Exactly. You got
They
eyes
see it
on
on your
you
face.
just because you're a foreigner, bro. It's a group of black men. Like, they not used to seeing a group of black men in Medellin. Like,
wait, Flex. Did Killian? Did you both say
foreigner?
You did say foreigner. That's why I had to play that soundbite. Damn it.
Like, it's not hard. It's not hard to get women there, bro. Like, just you don't have to wear the designer shoes. You don't have to wear no. Like I said, I went to Medi, and I was leaving. I was heading home to my apartment, and two guys hopped out of the taxi, and they were just like iced out. I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, come on,
bro,
man.
I'm American, bro. I'm from Florida. Like, I'm from Florida, bro. Like when I see that shit, like I be like, bro, I wanna hit that lick. Like
Yeah.
I got the strap on me right now, bro. Like I wanna hit that lick.
Same here. Same here. Stand your ground too.
For real.
I don't. I never understood. I'm not a huge designer person, and once we get our merch out, you'll see me wearing that for the majority of the time. But I've never understood, like, I get some designer stuff, like I'll wear a polo with the horse on it or whatever, cool. I'll wear certain shit, but you'll never catch me. One thing you'll never catch International, or I don't really see Steve doing it either, is some big designer letters on my shirt and a Balenciaga shirt that just says Balenciaga, or a Gucci shirt that just says Gucci. I wear the Balenciaga runners, like I fuck with those, but it's not because they say Balenciaga on it. I just fuck with the runners. And then I got
Dog, you wearing it on a
I wear
like you
I wear
wearing it on a
Yeezys.
third world country where people
Yeah.
are poor.
Yeah.
Like common sense, man.
Yeah.
Use your head. You
Yeah.
wear all the designer stuff at a poor country. Like, bro, what do you expect?
For real.
You expect
Like
something?
like I'm a
They
shoe collector.
not
Like
gonna
I
really
collect Jordans and shit. So like, I got all the crazy Jordans, but when I go to Colombia, bro, I wear my most basic pair of shoes, which is a pair of Panda Dunks. Nah.
Skechers, crazy.
Bro. Don't try
Skechers
me, bro.
Couldn't
on.
even own them.
Hey, look, hey, nothing wrong with Skechers, but don't try me with the Skechers.
No, there's
There's
definitely
something wrong with Skechers.
Yeah. We can't let you do that now.
I wear some Skechers to go like hiking in the mountains or some shit like that, but like
Flex, no.
Hey,
You
Flex,
wouldn't
hey,
wear that
you got
stuff.
Skechers, Flex,
At the
though?
same time, for
Never
real, you can if you're like very good with like how to like wear clothes, you can make anything hot.
Exactly.
True.
Just not
I
Skechers.
I wear
Skechers is kind of wild.
I mean, you could get away with wearing shoes, most shoes, because they're not going to rob you and steal your shoes in most cases. You pretty good with that unless you wear something super flashy. But yeah, I'll wear a nice pair of shoes. I'm not wearing a big Gucci shirt that says Gucci on it ever in the States or overseas. I'm not, them labels don't even like us. Them labels don't. Gucci just got
They're racist
got
as
all
hell.
that racist shit a couple years ago, and then now everybody wearing it again. Like they wasn't just racist. But it's like them people don't even like us, and we quick to wear their stuff. So
Like rich people like the Bill Gates and the other billionaires, they don't even rock Gucci and all that kind of stuff. They just wear regular shit. It's
They got
only
a whole bunch of white
celebrities
people.
and
I was gonna
athletes.
say they spend money on their suits and shit, like their suits and shit, like the Tom Ford and the Polo Black and the Marnie Cole, like those shits be.
I'll say
10,
this:
20
kids
G's a
don't
fucking
dress
suit.
like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett. they'll dress like them, but they are super successful. I'll say that. But there's an in between. You don't gotta. They be looking like nerds, in my opinion. But it's.
I mean, they are.
And they are. But just because you a nerd, it don't mean you gotta dress like one. You can still have a little sauce. But I think that there's an in between. Like you can wear, like Keely said, if you know how to put things together, especially layering, jackets and different things, then you good. Even t-shirts, you can wear a nice t-shirt with a lot of things, and you could be good.
Hey Steve, I was bagging on you like a couple of days ago when you when
Did a
Al had
DJ
posted
mix.
that video you up in the studio DJing. I was like, bro, does this man got on Adidas joggers with a goddamn sheet jacket?
Yeah, he was shooting the 102 footage, the remaining footage, and then he had on some joggers.
Yeah, well, that
or
was
something.
that's the whole Zoom. Like you can't really see
At a jean jacket. I was
you
like,
can only
bro,
see
what is
from
this
the
man
the waist
doing?
up. But I had stood up because I went to go do something. Typically, now that we have the sky cam, I have to wear appropriate clothes. But I'm gonna be honest, man, sometimes I just be chilling, bro. I don't even really be wanting to wear anything crazy. I just be wanting to be comfortable sitting on this couch for 2 or 3 hours. So But yeah, no, I had that was nasty work for sure. That was filthy work. I ain't gonna lie, but it's all good because I'm not wearing Skechers like you, Flexico.
Hey, I ain't never
That's
owned a pair of
filthy work.
Skechers.
All right, that's filthy work. And you know you
I
gotta
ain't
take them shits
never
off
owned
when
a
you
pair
go
of
through
Skechers.
customs. Hey, you know you gotta take them off sometimes when you go to the airport. They probably looking at this shit like, why this nigga got these damn Skechers on? Hey, look, they don't even want to scan.
Is that an S on his sneaker?
Yeah, they don't even want to scan them shit. Oh wow, okay. She sent that to you.
She wants some attention.
Sorry,
So
sorry guys, we're looking at some girls.
she unfollowed me and then followed me back, and then I didn't even notice she did it because I ain't been giving her no attention. But
yeah,
she was looking.
Damn, I wish we could show the chat what we're looking at, but we can't.
No, not the.
Oh,
not
sure
the
you can.
You should tell her that I know MMA.
She's in she's in
Hold on.
let me see.
Is it covered? Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me do
Is it covered?
Let me.
Cause niggas be on some weird.
Niggas be weirdo.
Weird, man. Yeah.
Oh, it ain't working. Hold on. Y'all can't see that, can you?
That's her face, right?
I see the glasses.
Yeah,
See the
glasses
binoculars.
now.
Little shot.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
You ready there?
Yeah,
Okay, a little.
I know me and Steve don't get girls. I know me and Steve
right
don't
there.
get girls
This
for
focus.
nothing.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
nice.
sir.
But yeah, it's a little AI for y'all because me and Steve don't get girls.
Word, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we don't.
Y'all get girls? You think?
Nah.
What is girls? What's
what
girls?
What's a vagina?
What's a vagina?
I cannot feel my vagina.
I don't know.
That's hente, bro. That's that AI generated
Yeah.
girl for her.
Yeah. So hold on, I'll show y'all one. Shit, fuck it.
That's the DC born raw big booty Latina AI.
That's
yeah. It could be.
yeah.
I know that you guys. I got a question for y'all. I know that you're doing the 102.5. But if y'all could briefly say anything about what you noticed just around the way this time, is that possible?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. We were gonna bring it up and then I forgot about it. So thanks for reminding us. One of the biggest things that I noticed is we're gonna talk about outside the wall city because before we were focusing on inside. So we're gonna talk a lot more about outside on this time. Inside's dying down a lot. And just staying there was trash. I know that you were happy where you stayed probably in Boca Grande.
No, I'm over in what's the other one? El
Guido.
Yeah, I did Boca Grande the first time. Now I'm over.
Damn, she got a wagon.
Yeah, that's definitely AI. That's definitely AI.
Yeah.
You know what,
You can't see her fingers, so that's definitely AI.
You know what, Steve?
Yeah, her
no,
ass is too big,
nope, I
bro.
see
That's
fingers.
definitely
Nope,
AI.
get her
She
hands
got
right.
three of them. She got three fingers.
And guess what? Both of these chicks are regular girls.
Yo, Steve.
Regular girls.
Yo,
Me and
Steve.
Steve are dating.
What up?
You know what? I love big booty Latinas. You know that?
You like big booty Latinas. Me too.
Yo, I've been seeing more of the petite ones this time around than the big booty ones. Like I'm seeing the big booty ones, but it's more petite chicks running around. Did y'all notice that?
There were a lot of petite chicks. The thing I didn't really like was the beggars, man. They're OD. The beggars are OD now.
Yeah.
Way worse than before. So they had kind of like died down a little bit last time we were there.
Oh man.
And inside the wall, they're OD. So
very aggressive.
The chick I was kicking it with, I Uber her over to the crib. And then I step outside for literally like 10 seconds to go and get her and bring her inside. Within that 10 seconds, I got this dude trying to, be inconspicuously following me. And I'm like, bro, stop following me. Like, no, I don't want anything you're trying to pitch me. And no, I don't got nothing for you. Stop following me. I see you following me. But it's like I step outside for like 10 seconds, he's there. You step outside, you walk around at night, you getting hit up. If you with a girl, they trying to sell you condoms and honey packs. If you not with a girl, the taxis are just hitting you up every 2 seconds. Yo, taxi bro. It's OD. It's completely OD now.
I had a guy, broad daylight. We're walking around. We're in the walled city. Children around, families. Me and Al walk by him, and he goes, "Pussy for you." Pussy. I was about to knock the dude. I was about to knock this nigga out, but I was like, you know what? It's broad day. We're just going. We're gringos, and he has this smirk on his face. Two black guys. He doesn't do it to none of the other people that are tourists.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Latino tourists, because they know even the ones that are from Peru or Spain or whatever. They know that they're not. They rap and fuck with him and try to sell them stuff too. But specifically when he saw the black guys, even though they're all buying pussy, there was mad white dudes buying pussy yesterday. Mad white dudes. Okay, Indian dudes from India sitting on it. What else you buy? They all Indian dudes, right? Black dude walks by broad daylight. It was like 3 p.m. He goes, "Pussy, bro, pussy." I'm like, dude, are you serious, bro?
You know what it is?
Get the fuck out my face, bro.
They stereotype because it's like when they see black people, they assume that we want marijuana and pussy, and when they see white people, they think they want cocaine.
Yeah. And these dudes, guys, like I'm walking, and then people try to walk in front of you and try to get you to stop. I'm walking through niggas. Like, you ain't gonna get me to stop. I'm headed to my destination, and I'm not interested in what you're selling me.
That's true. Like we try so hard to be non-threatening out here, but at the same time, it's like that's like the only way you could get them up off you. Is like you got to give them a little something.
Aggressive, like
there's a homeless dude following us around. He asked Steve for some money. Steve's like, nah, and then he keeps following. I'm like, yo, you need to get the fuck away from us because you're gonna get knocked out. Like,
do you think it's funny when every time you see a beggar, you just start running?
That's the way it is.
We're normally nice to them at first, so it's normally like no gracias, and then one more.
Now they're aggressive.
The third
time, gracias don't work.
You're trolling me at this point, bro. You're trying.
But
and they do it and they're laughing at the same time.
But to play sin. AKA the devil's advocate. I feel bad for them because you like let's say yes they OD when it comes to begging, but the back of my mind was like, damn, they don't have no job. This is how they make their money. You know what I'm saying? So but I get it. It's annoying, but at the same time I do feel bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they have a choice, but they don't. They don't have a job.
Yeah, but no still means no.
Yeah, I was about to say I kind of disagree with that, man.
One of the things that I kind of do to like kind of deter them is because most of the time they're gonna ask you where you from, and most of the time we just be like Estados Unidos or America. I be telling their ass I'm from Africa.
Yo, I tell them Mexico.
I tell them Cartagena. When you tell them Cartagena, I troll the shit out of them. Where you from? Cartagena. What part? Reload. Welcome to my city. I troll the shit out of them niggas.
Welcome to my city.
Yeah, they be getting pissed once.
Yeah, it don't work.
Oh, shit.
they always want to know, oh, first time. I will tell y'all this: if it's ever your first time coming to any of these countries, just always say, even if it is your first time, just no, not my first time.
Yeah. We said that earlier. Don't ever say it's your first time, and if you're by yourself, don't ever let people know that you're alone. Even when I was in Brazil, girls all the time used to ask me, "Are you alone? Are you by yourself?" I said, "I'm never alone. I got people everywhere. I be by myself, dolo as fuck. They don't know who you're with unless you tell them. Don't be green. Don't be stupid." So,
oh man, I was telling the chicas I was telling the chicas y'all was in the same hotel as me. I don't know where y'all was staying, but y'all to them, y'all here with me.
And I always have a second room, so that door's closed and the lights are on and the TV's on and stuff. Don't let people know that you're alone. You don't want that. And
man, I got a Bluetooth speaker. I got a Bluetooth speaker in the other room that I'm controlling from my phone and let them think that somebody's in there.
Oh yeah, that's smart too. That's smart too. Yep.
I'm gonna have to steal that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say,
Sauce.
That should have been in the Patreon,
I was
man.
gonna say, yeah, that need to be behind a paywall.
Yeah,
God
we're gonna get banned
damn.
for letting people know that. They gonna ban us.
Start changing the music and everything.
Yeah.
But hey, I did want to say something real quick, and I'm actually I gotta hop off 'cause I'm getting ready to link up with one of my partners. But you know, Wiser, he said something pretty good earlier, man. As well as Steve in regards to like basically how men are moving and how the women are watching and all this other stuff. I think it's important for us to always understand that as dudes, no matter how screwed up the society is getting, even in the Western world, man, like that Migos song, we set the trends. You know what I'm saying? Like these females are basically looking at the tone that we are setting and how we're coming at them, and they're just adjusting. Because you know, at the end of the day, you know, with females, they're trying to get what they can get out the deal, just as well as we're trying to get what we're trying to get. So it's
Right.
important for us to like, I guess, all understand it because, you know, when you going over there thinking, man, shit, like all I know is these girls in the States. You know, if I bring out the Cuban link, and I did want to say something earlier because I know we was kind of, or me specifically, and I think Al he lived in Atlanta, so I don't want to rag on Atlanta because it's a cool ass spot for real, for real. But even out there, man, you wearing a goddamn Cuban link, man.
You gonna
You
get
you just
you a
you
lick.
just a number. You know, like that's standard
Wearing a
practice out
Cuban
there.
link, that means your price just went up.
Yeah.
In
So
Atlanta, you wear that shit. In Miami, you wear that shit. Steve was out. He was DJing one of the nights. Somebody had a Cuban link on. He's told this story before. And they shot that dude up outside the club, and bullets came in the club, almost hit like the DJ booth where
Oh
Steve,
yeah, I did tell
oh
that story.
you
damn.
know, over a Cuban link in the States. And then in Atlanta, they came for All-Star Weekend, and they were shooting up cars on the highway. They see people in the clubs buying all these bottles, and they like, all right, and you flexing wearing all these Cubans, and then they following you home, and they shooting up on the highway. They're shooting it up. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna
Atlanta,
hold you.
Atlanta used to be dope, and but you know, ever since like Atlanta, Houston, any state that's open carry, my ass will not be there.
I got
All,
you.
all, all New Yorkers done went down there and got y'all a whole different vibe out there now.
I
Now, see,
prefer honestly open carry because at least you can combat it. If you live in New York, you know, somebody break into your
Right.
crib, you can't legally have a gun.
Yeah, you
But
going to jail.
Free game.
You
but
going to
in
jail.
Atlanta, I think everybody knows too that you just gotta chill because
yeah.
getting a gun in Atlanta is like you go to the grocery store. Like it's
Mhm.
like that.
No. We're
You
not
get a
talking
gun.
about guns. These people got choppers, man.
Yeah, they got the switches.
Yeah,
They got
they got
everything.
everything.
Now, see,
Yeah.
I was trying to
Not fucking
spare
with
it,
the young
man.
niggas.
Yeah.
I was trying to
I don't
spare
be in
it,
the
bro.
city all crazy. I don't be at the club all crazy. Steve comes up, you know, sometime he might come up eventually, and I'm gonna go back up and see family and everything. I might step out somewhere for a little bit, but I really don't get up in the mix. I don't be in low level activity, bro. Low level to be at the club and with all these dudes that got nothing to lose. You step on their shoes and they ready to fight or they ready to shoot and kill. Like it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it. I'll take my ass overseas.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's some ducked off spots that I be
Yeah.
chilling at out there in Atlanta, man. And
Oh,
it's
there's
some
a lot.
out
And
there.
sometimes I step out, sometimes I be in the trap, sometimes I be in that mood. Where I'm just like,
Mhm.
I just need to be in the mix. But most of the time, you won't catch me in that. But it's like
Every once in a while.
them
Yeah,
people that be watching them ratchet
Pop
TV
up and
shows.
show
Every time you need
He needs
every
just
now and then you need a little dose of it. But
yeah, you need a little dose of ratchetness every now and then.
but it's definitely not on the regular.
Yeah, we went
Mhm.
to Blue Flame.
Blue
That's in the
Flame.
hood.
Yeah, but I think for us guys, man, it's important for us to understand. Going back to my point, man, we set the tone with a lot of this stuff with females and everything. So, you know, dudes out here they're sending videos and all that shit, man, feeling like, okay, if I send this to her, that's gonna kind of increase my bond with her, and we may be able to kind of build a greater connection. To me, it's just kind of showing how weak-minded the man is, because at the end of the day, like you said, these hoes, these girls, they got a code, bro. Like the groups and stuff like that exists here in the States. I got tons of
Oh
screenshots on
yeah.
my phone that's being sent to me about how these women are moving. Sometimes they don't even know each other. You may approach a bitch out here and she talking about, oh, I'm having a girls' night. Well, that girls' night was literally just formulated on the whole, on Facebook, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of random
Mm-hmm.
girls she don't know, and now they all linking up just to see how many dudes can buy them drinks in the spot and all that other stuff.
Hey, I'm
So
gonna take it even further. I'm gonna take it one. I'm gonna take it one even further, bro. And
yeah,
the fucked up thing about it is that next thing you know, yo, supposed to be homegirl that you just met a couple of months ago, and I had these girls nights out. Is fucking your man the whole time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, hold on,
hold
wait,
on.
fucking your man.
Thank you.
Yeah, bruh, bruh. I done seen it so many times, bruh. Oh, this my homegirl, this my homegirl, and she done brought old girl over to her house
Mm-hmm,
around old dude, and you know how girls dress
mm-hmm,
in the States,
mm-hmm.
and you know how us niggas
Sensational.
get.
Yeah.
Sensational. Yeah.
Sensational.
Yeah.
So you talking about your like the dude like fucking the girl's homegirl type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood what you were saying at first
I did
because
at first too, but it was like,
I was trying to
but
adjust,
yeah.
man. I got that
Probably the
lick in
way
my
I
system
said
a
it.
little bit, but
Flexible,
nah,
you
bro.
said now your homegirl is fucking your dude or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
shit like
it
that.
sounded kind of crazy. Just gonna let them cook though.
Nah, but that's what's up, though, man. I understand
No
where
Diddy.
y'all coming from.
With the
Yeah,
sketches
no
though.
Diddy.
Yeah, but I just hope for us, especially the brothers, man, for real, for real. We, even though we've been through so much, given, our conception really in this country, we really do have a lot of influence in the world, man. I'm talking about music, style, fashion, all of that. We got our place. So at the end of the day,
But at the same time, though, bro, I feel like we're under attack as well, bro, because it's like, in a way, we can't win because just like Al and Steve say, you know, Colombia and shit like that, that was our safe haven. We go to Colombia to get away from the black. When we go to Brazil to get away from the ignorance and shit, and they follow us over there.
Mm-hmm.
Then
yeah,
on top of that, they can make videos on YouTube of how to shave your coochie or how to breastfeed a baby, whole coochie out, clear everything, whole nipple
Them
out, and
try on hauls are
everything.
kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The trials do be fire
Damn
though.
it.
The trials do be fire.
Damn it, guys. Say no. Say no to thoughts.
but
yeah,
but but we
I'll
we
say
get
this.
on.
I want to
But
say this to
but
piggyback off of what you're saying. A lot of times we're just shooting our own selves in the foot. It's like it
that's
kind of
it.
feels like we're the only group that's not on the same page or don't even try to be on the same page.
that's
Like
true.
like
That's
the
true.
Completely.
world's against us, but we're also against us at the same time.
But we don't own anything. The problem is we
That's
don't
true.
own anything. We don't own our culture. It's
Mhm.
True.
owned by other people. So then they influence it and they confuse us and they put out plants like Sexy Red, like
Easily
Glorilla,
infiltrated.
like Chief Keef, King Von. Even though I rock with the music. I rock with the music.
Yeah, and
I was
Keith trying to
vibing out
change
to
his
that in the
life now.
club all day. I'm at delirium, drinking, listening to that, vibing out. But I know it's WWE at the end of the day. It's not real. These people aren't real.
Like Jay-Z said, it's
Mm.
all entertainment.
Yes, it's all entertainment. You see what happens whenever these people get locked up and they're snitching in real life. Like
Yo,
it's not real whatsoever, but I can differentiate that. But a lot of people can't. They think that that's the way, if somebody says something about the hood that you grew up in, and you got to shoot and kill them and their family and all that stuff. And then it's got to go back and forth because we don't own our culture. That's
Yeah,
what it comes down to.
I was watching this video, and it was like this quote of like, you know, a big time kingpin over here. He went to China to like, you know, make a deal with like the Chinese mob or whatever. And the Chinese mob dude, you know, they just sitting there talking and kicking shit, and the Chinese mob went to telling him, you know, everybody loves black people. You know, black people, you know, lead the way with almost everything. You know, whether it comes to sports, culture, music, the way people dress and shit like that. But he said the one thing black people never will be able to do is take anything over or change anything. And he was like, because y'all can never come together. Y'all can't even get organized crime right.
Yeah, well,
stupid.
We're also too nice when we're letting other people infiltrate what it is that the little bit that we do have going on. We just let anybody come on it.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we got to wind down here in a second, guys. But I'll say this: I think that one of the things, and this is gonna be a little bit of a difference of opinion, but I think one of the things that needs to happen is, when we get on, we need to put others on, right? And some of the people that have the wealth that are whatever they say we're good at, which is only sports and entertaining, but whatever. Some of these guys, and a lot of them do give back, but the wealth needs to be spread more. I think there needs to be more education. I think it goes down to the school systems. It goes down to a lot of things. I was talking to my mom the other day. I was like, why didn't they teach us like how to buy a house when we were in middle school and high school, or like how to get a bank account? Like, what was this dumb shit of trigonometry? Like, I don't fuck about this shit. Like, I don't care about the hypotenuse of a fucking triangle, bro. Like, teach me how to do my taxes. Why isn't there a class to do taxes? Does that make sense?
We had
Yeah,
that.
but it makes why is that not
I
a
feel
thing?
where Steve coming from.
So I'm like, man, teach us life skills, teach us stuff.
But
how to start an LLC. How to mail a letter. Like, I get it.
It's
I
not
get
a required course, is what you're saying. It should be a required curriculum. Most of the time, it's like a elective that you have to choose, or like some type of and kids is not.
It is in other
elective.
cultures and other schools, like other type like private schools, the other cultures, they got that stuff.
Right. They have it, or their parents teach them. So it comes down to a lot of different things. We are our own worst enemy, but is there a machine that's being put in place to keep black people down? Of course. It's just, do you have the strong enough mind to get out of it? I mean, I've heard stories where they have set crates of guns in Chicago. Just white people will go and just put them and sit them in the alleyway because they know people use them to shoot them. I mean, when you got shit like that, like going against you, yeah, I mean, you're doomed, right? Or at least you got to figure out a way to get yourself out of
Bro,
that.
they stopped a whole train in the south side of Chicago that was filled with military grade weapons, bro. They just stopped the bitch in the middle of Chicago for like 2 or 3 days and just let all of them run up in there and take the guns. So now you got 13-year-old kids running around the streets with M16s and AK-47s. You
Sound like a
got
purge to me.
It's literally what it was, bro. Like Chicago was literally a open war zone, bro.
Right. And all this is done for a reason. So again, do you sit there and whine or whatever? No, but there's gonna be people, just like we talk about with Cartagena. It's just gonna be dudes. It's just you gotta say, you can't, me and International said it the other day. You can't save everybody. You can only save yourself and who you can save, the close ones. And this is why it's important of the nuclear family, building families and changing it, because the only thing you can do is save yourself, try to save your loved ones. And even sometimes you can't save them, and be a good influence on people. But you can't go around trying to help everybody. Some people just don't got it. Their mind is too weak.
Put your life vest on before you help others.
There you go. That's what they say.
There's also like when you find certain information, you gotta like put other people onto that information. Like you guys have a men tuition channel where you're trying to teach men certain things. And I'm sure that you guys are going to get into basics of other things and stuff like that, which is very important. And that stuff needs to be shared. You know, I know you guys say that you don't really mind the numbers right now because you guys are rebuilding the channel since it got shut down. But I honestly think that there should be more of a push with you guys' content. In the chat, I had asked, like, you guys don't do video tags or channel tags on your channel just to hit the algorithms even more so that more and more people could see it. And that's just for the YouTube way of things. But us, just as men, when we're getting this information from you guys' channel and from other sectors, we need to spread that stuff, because who's going to help black men outside of black men? Don't nobody give a shit about us but us
Exactly.
if we do. So we got to spread that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, guys, we're gonna wind down here. We appreciate you guys joining the panel. We'll let everyone kind of give their closing thoughts, and we'll be back again on Monday. So basically tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you so much again for joining. I think this was a great discussion, super progressive. We'll start with Lethal, because I think, Lethal, you said you had to dip out here in a moment. What do you got to say about the topic, or just any last thoughts before we shoot on out of here?
Yeah, man. I want to first of all commend y'all, man, because in spite of all of the trials with the channels getting banned, y'all still out here promoting good ass content. So I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Man, I think this discussion was very beneficial from the standpoint of the perspective that it's giving, because I feel like going back to how society is trying to perceive, our culture and what we are about. It is crazy how, well, not crazy, but it's good to have a different, side of it that's being shown and being talked about and expressed. So I don't, not telling y'all how to run the show and then like that, but hopefully, man, we'll see some clips or like some shorts of like this conversation specifically, because I think as far as the Main Tuition brand goes, that's the type of stuff that needs to be promoted not over, but like people try to make this channel seem like it's just pay for play type stuff, but it's really deeper than that. Like it's giving people a broader perspective, a broader lens on life, even when it comes to like their dating lives, for example. So you're not just limited to, the BS you're getting in the States. Like, we're teaching you how to move when you go overseas, and all that good stuff. So, just continue to keep doing what y'all doing, which, obviously y'all gonna do that regardless of, my encouragement or not. But man, let's continue to promote this type of thinking, this train of thought, because if this gets more attention, then I feel like in regards to mitigating the BS, that's what can kind of like offset that. Because if I'm going viral for telling you, okay, man, these girls in Cartagena, they going for, all you gotta do is slide them $100, man, you good or whatever. And I'm not saying that's the actual price, but
Damn, kid costs less.
yeah. So if I'm saying, if I'm going viral for that, I want to also be bringing out equal amount of content of saying like, okay, look, now I know y'all over here, but these are kind of things you need to avoid. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like you said, Steve, man, you ain't gonna be able to save everybody. Some dudes just want to have a chain on. I mean, I got a cousin, for example. We go out and there are certain spots that even in the States that have a dress code, and they like, look, man, you ain't gonna get in if you wearing certain attire or whatever. Well, he always trying to push the lens, and like it's so funny. One day he had on a specific chain, and he tried to get me to wear it. And I told him, bro, I said, man, I'm not gonna wear this chain, bro. It's a little too tight. I don't want nobody mistaking me as like a same gender loving dude. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take this off. Well, he decided to wear the chain. And sure enough, we in one of the functions, and he getting approached by a couple of dudes that same gender loving and all that. And like, he immediately took it off. And so that's another thing I'm beginning to learn too. Some people are going to ultimately learn by experience, but and I think that's been a majority of our culture, to be
That
honest.
wasn't a
Like,
chain, bro. That was the choker he was wearing.
Say what? The trophy?
I said that was a
Choker.
choker.
Oh, the choker. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
wasn't wearing no
just,
chain. He was wearing the choker.
He tried to
yeah,
give you.
bro.
He tried to give you a choker.
Yeah, something like that, bro.
Hey,
I just
yo.
knew it wasn't for me, So I decided to fall off that. But
Diddy party.
what I'm in my closing, what I'm trying to say is,
Take that. Take that.
yeah, like what I'm trying to say is in my closing that we just got to be careful how, like some people are gonna learn by experience, and some people are also going to learn by the information that's being presented. The biggest
Yeah.
thing though is because for me, I'm a very analytical person. That's part of my personality. I don't want you to just tell me not to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was like a huge thing growing up. Pops or moms told you not to go somewhere or do a specific thing. In our culture, especially, it wasn't about it wasn't no back talking. It wasn't even no explaining. It's just like, man, it's because I said not to do it type stuff. Whereas, in different cultures, they may explain the why. They may give you examples and stuff like that. So as long as you're doing that, it don't matter how many content creators are out here. Like
Right.
you're doing your part. You know what I'm saying? Like if Bud want to go out there and be stupid after I've given him the information, that's on him. But
Exactly.
nevertheless, man, y'all doing y'all part, man. See, in my closing again, y'all just keep doing your thing. I
Appreciate
look
you.
forward to linking up with y'all
Yeah,
when I
Lee.
get out there. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, I'm
Yeah, man.
getting ready to pop out. Here,
Okay.
man, and
Well,
enjoy the rest of my
enjoy
night.
yourself,
So,
brother. Be safe, and we appreciate you for popping in, man.
Yeah, appreciate you for coming up, Lethal. As always, you family, so you
Yeah.
always welcome.
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
catch you.
appreciate it. All right,
All right,
fellas.
brother. All right, let's
Good
get
night,
to
man.
let's get the wise in the building, man. We appreciate you for coming through. Did you have any closing thoughts, statements, anything about the stream before we cut on out of here, Wiser?
I think that is just more of what I've been saying. What you guys is doing is important. Men just need to come together and understand that we have to be men in some way along the lines. We have to get together because it's like we're moving on an island by ourselves throughout this world, and it's really easy for us to be taken advantage of that way. It was said earlier that we set trends and things like that. And sure, while that is true, just like what Al said, we're not conquering anything, and that's where a problem lies. It's like we can think of ourselves as part of the higher part of a food chain when you get yourselves a couple of dollars, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really still nothing in comparison to when you look at the rest of the world. And because of that, we just think, we set a trend. Here's a chain here. I'm flashing and stuff like that. Not looking at the bigger picture. We think that once we get a chain or a McLaren or something like that, we think that we've won. And, the rest of the world is just laughing at us. And that's why we need to get back grounded. When you come and you see content like this and you look at the chat and you hear other people's perspectives and you're like, damn, are we really thinking that small? Or damn, like, are our opinions that different? We can't come together on anything. Sometimes we just need to just sit, recollect, and just relax. It goes with saying a lot of people don't have game, and it's that social awkwardness that a lot of people have, where it's like, okay, your opinion is very valuable, but don't think that something isn't a way because you haven't experienced it. These guys are here giving you what their experience is. They're showing you what their experience is. And to still be able to deny it and just say, well, in my opinion, I don't think it's like that, without having lived the world experience or having had the same experience as that other person, it kind of sullies it. These guys are giving you what's real, what's out there, showing it to you. And it's like you still want to have blinders on. Just be open-minded. Just be open-minded and take in the information that's coming in. I think that is very important. Again, I think that what you guys is doing is important. I know that you guys are going to have a ton coming along the way. And I want to say that I appreciate what you guys are giving out, whether it be free or paid. I've learned a whole lot. Even just by listening to a stream, learned a ton. there's other guys in the travel space, not too many that I watch. Like Flyboy lives 20 minutes away from me. Learned a ton from him. And to say, I understand the thought process of the paid women and stuff like that, but there's value in that you can learn from them. There's nuggets that you can pick up from them. I'm not really all that much of a paid, like I've never had some paid experience. When I came out here, I said, you know what, let me just experience that as a part of the culture. And in my time of experience, and it's like, oh, okay, this is how you're treated versus this. And there's so many small nuggets and minute things that you could take from it that I don't want to say like paid women help you grow, but it's a part of the growth. It's a part of the journey. It helps you understand women from a different perspective, especially from a third world country. You start to look at, damn, a third world country, this is how they act versus what I'm used to over here in the States. Right. Again, until you come outside of the house and experience it, which you guys are giving for free, it's like, what can you say against it? So all I want to say in closing is, again, thank you, men, for what it is that you give us. Thank you, men, to the ones that are watching, because you are here getting the knowledge, getting the experience vicariously. And yeah, you got to get that focus. Got to get that focus. Yeah. Am I behind? Oh, no, I'm behind. I'm sorry. No, I was on the stream. It was showing me that you were showing the girl on Instagram or wherever it was. Okay. But yeah, we got to continue to get the knowledge, continue to spread. And again, just appreciation for you guys, appreciation for the guys that's in the chat that are adding to the quality of the stream. I think it's a dope thing. And I know you guys say that you don't want to stop, and I want to make sure that I do my part in making sure that I contribute in whatever way it is that can help you get to those goals. That's all I have in closing.
That was deep. We appreciate that.
Yeah, man, for sure.
You're doing your part. You're on the Patreon. And at the end of the day, chopping it up, we actually ran into Wiza. Wiza saw us at the airport. Said what's up to us. He was the first person we saw in Cartagena on this trip.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard bumping heads with you guys again when I had the Chica with me.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
I should have gave her like a 24-hour max, man. She kind of maxed herself out. I had to ask her to leave.
It's all good, man. We just wanted to make sure that we gave you the opportunity to kick it with us. We always do that to our Patreon supporters. We ran into a couple other supporters at Delirium, and then a few other in the Wall City, and
Oh, that's another thing. I met a guy, met the guy through you guys' Discord, and we kicked it at the beach for a while.
Yeah,
Carlos. I'm kind of jealous of the chick that he had got on the beach. She was kind of fire.
Shout out to Carlos, man.
Yeah. Kind of, it put a battery in my back to start hunting, and once I put that battery, I said I got to get everything out here.
Yeah.
But it was cool meeting up with him.
It's dope to have that Discord, and you guys are so active in it, and you guys are meeting up and helping each other. Like, we're just trying to build up, like I say a lot, is we're trying to build up a network in the sense of a TV network to where there's going to be shows on at all times of the day. We're the only YouTube channel doing that. And then we're also building up a network of men that can help each other in a multitude of different ways. Us all grow together. We have a crazy 5 to 10 year plan that we're working on executing. And yeah, man, we're putting action around everything, and we're not going to be censored. We're not going to stop. I think that everything that happened was a blessing. I think that God was behind everything. And I think that the whole with us getting banned, it was a blessing in disguise, because if it would have happened any other time, we probably would have just gave up. Like I was at the point, like, I probably would have just gave up. I'd have been like, yo, this is, I'm done with this if YouTube doesn't want us on there. but like we had just came from Cartagena literally like a few days before we got banned, and it was just like we spoke to like probably about 100 and 150 people, and they're all like black men, and they're all different age ranges, from people that are in their early 20s to people that are in their 50s and 60s, and they were just telling us the impact that we made on their lives, and just just please keep this content going and all that stuff. And like I said, it was like 150 people that we spoke to, and it was just like, all right, well, now we have to do it. How do we keep this going? What's the best way? And then me and Steve, putting our heads together, we can't be stopped. We're just gonna grow things, we're gonna do things differently and be strategic. But yeah, it was that made us. If it would have happened before that, we probably would have quit, but like I said, it happened after that. We're getting support from people like you. We have more support now than we had with more subs. We had more views on our streams, but we have more people supporting the channel and really rocking with us and telling all their friends. Flex just he booked a consultation with us initially. He recommended us to a friend, recently. Everybody's just doing their part, and the people that can support are supporting, and other people are supporting in ways that aren't financial. So we appreciate everything. We appreciate you, and we just wanted to give you an opportunity to kick it with us since we saw you there and you support on Patreon.
Yeah, well, I'm a probably find my way in another country you guys are in, and then we're gonna really kick it.
Yeah,
we're gonna start doing trips
Sure.
soon with the supporters and all that stuff. We got some stuff that we're working on. Very soon.
We'll be back, and if you're ever in Florida, hit us up, man. We appreciate you, Wiser.
Oh, indeed. All right, Ben. Y'all have a good night.
All right, brother. Salute, man.
Appreciate
we'll catch
it,
you later.
Bro.
All right, y'all. That was Wiser. Keely God, what's up, brother? Breaking fucking news. Keely, man.
Breaking freaking news. Man, all I gotta say, man, salute to the channel. I salute you what y'all gentlemen are doing. Y'all helping, the men out there to know how to move. And it's easy for people to talk shit, but what are you doing about it? If you're not doing anything or contributing to help these grown men to move in a certain direction, just shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents about it. But man, salute to the channel. You already know, you already got my support 100. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for even allowing me to speak. You know what I'm saying? And yo, we're not fucking leaving, man.
We're not leaving. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, you A1 since day one, so we appreciate you and appreciate you rocking with us and seeing the vision from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Always, man. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, too, bro. Thank you. All right, we just had a words of wisdom and a message from Keely God. Now we got our boy Lord Flexico in the building. Flexico, what's up, man? What you got to say to us, man? How'd you enjoy the stream? Any last words for everybody?
Yeah, so as far as my cousin doing the consultation, he had to cancel the trip to Cartagena because of the the hurricane and everything like that. Yeah.
Are y'all good?
Because he
Well,
lives.
you said you were
Yeah.
good. Is he good?
Yeah, he's good. Everything's good.
Cool.
Not too much damage or anything like that.
That's great to hear. Bruh, I was on pins and needles. I got investments in Tampa. Man, I was sweating bullets, but we made it through and we good, man. So I'm even more happy right now. But yeah, it was close. It was close.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as the show and everything, I mean, I feel like right now you guys really have found your purpose in life. People are still looking for their purpose. I feel like you guys have found your purpose in life, helping men, giving men that information and things like that. As far as you guys getting banned, I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's the Democrats, bro. Right now, nah, for real, like they have this whole censorship, so certain shit is not allowed to be talked about. Like when you start posting certain shit and certain words or topics that you talk about hit a certain algorithm, your shit gets flagged, bro. So like, in other words, you got to get Trump back in office so that censorship can stop. Because the only place that you can, you know, do post whatever the fuck you want uncensored is Twitter.
Yeah.
But you guys have found your purpose, and like you guys are needed. Like, I'm being honest, like you guys are needed. Like the information that you guys give, I mean, it's life changing. I mean, sometimes certain little gems or sauce that you give could be the difference between life or death in another country. You know, just don't go this place, do it like this. Just don't wear this, don't wear certain shit. Just shit like that is really really needed. And I appreciate you guys, because like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have really like been pushing to get my passport and shit like that. I probably wouldn't have never gotten out of the country and shit like that. So
Yeah.
the sauce and the information and the gems that you guys give is really needed, and it's I don't know what the word to use, but it's essential.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that, brother. We really
Yeah,
do.
100%.
Thank you for supporting Flex. Thank you all that were on the panel today for supporting, and we're going to continue to give you guys some content. Obviously, again, we're talking about travel. We're talking about Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, DR, some of these places that guys are going and having issues. But best believe, guys, we do have a lot more content in store. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to be uploading old episodes, parallel perspective stuff. Know that some of these shows will not be coming back, but I think the information is good. I think it's key. It's good to see different kinds of things on the channel. So we will be posting that, but also you guys can expect a clip, about a clip a day or so, and a short a day. We're going to start getting on that soon, just to give you guys some more content. We're not going to overload you with too much. But you'll see maybe one clip from this show and then maybe a clip from one of the other shows we used to do. But we're going to try to really we have other businesses we're doing, guys, and stuff we own, but this is important to us, and we're going to continue to work on it. So rest assured that you will see a lot more out of myself and International very soon.
Yeah, appreciate all the love, Flex.
Yeah, Flex.
I'm like I said, you're one of the people that I'm really like happy that our information helped to impact, and just booking that consultation and then going over there and seeing like what you were able to do in that short amount of time.
Yeah,
you're in the barrios, you're kicking it with them. Like I said, kids don't try this at home, but Flex was able to do a lot with the information that we gave him. He really took that consultation and ran with it, and he's one of my favorite ones that we've done so far, just because of what he was able to accomplish with that. So shout out to you, Flex. Day one supporter. We really rock with you, and I'm excited for when we do these trips to meet, like I said, you and the King H, and meet up with Mr. D again. I kicked it with him in Brazil, and the Child, and Ozzy, and Kevin, and all the people, Mr. Miyagi. Heck, way too many people to name. But like all the people that rock with us, Keely, Tilito, everybody who was up here on the panel. We kicked it with Wiser while he was in Colombia last time. It's those types of trips. Then once we go, we were kicking it with one of our friends down in there. With he had some of his supporters down there because he has a YouTube channel. So we're kicking it with them, and it was just dope. We're all out at the restaurant. Everybody is all these dudes, they all got their shit together. We all vibing out, having a good time, and it's just great to see that there are other options. Even though our culture has some work a lot of work that needs to be done, this is an option. You can come over and we can take the best of our people and then go somewhere else and take our talents where we're appreciated and our money stretches farther and we're treated a lot better. Like I said, this is what rich business owners do all the time. So I'm appreciative that we were able to have these experiences, and I'm appreciative of people like you that have been day one supporters.
Yeah. Anything else for us, Flex? Just want to give you another moment if you had anything else.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're lagging. I think
you guys, that want to travel and move into space.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Flex. Well, thank you, man. And again, bro, we'll catch you on the next stream for sure. When we have an open panel, you're always welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Salute.
All right, brother.
Salute to you too, bro.
Peace.
All right,
guys.
I want to say one thing before I forget. We will be chopping up, as Steve said, the videos. One of the people had mentioned it, and I forgot about it, but I don't remember. It might have been Wiza, but we're gonna chop up this stream. I think it was T Lethal said it. We're gonna chop up this stream. We'll get to work on that. We will be posting some clips from the discussion. Maybe we'll start doing more open panels. We've been having a lot of great discussions and conversations. So if you guys want to see more of that, maybe we'll start doing it more. As Steven mentioned, we're going to be doing a clip, 1 to 2 clips and shorts a day. We're going to get on that. What happened with this channel when we lost all our subs is it made us work 10 times harder. So me and Steve are always working. The Cartagena trip, even though it was fun, it was a lot of work still too. And we're coming back here. We did the show today, just got off the plane, did the show.
Yeah.
When we get up in the morning, we're gonna get back to work on this, and then we're gonna just keep all the content coming, and we're gonna build this channel back up. We just need y'all help supporting, subbing up, joining, support via Patreon, support via Cash App here and there, locals, all of that stuff. Keeps us going and giving you guys this great content. So we appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, guys. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to go ahead and wind down. Class is dismissed. Before we rock on out of here, guys, let's go over our locals and our Patreon, and then we will close out. Again, those of you who may watch this on the playback or are who new to the channel, we do have a locals, which is where you'll see all the behind the scenes craziness, debauchery, strip clubs, all the wild stuff. It is free to join. However, if you want to see the not safe for work stuff, you do have to sign up for $9.99. This was a video in particular at Androgen, aka Delirium, where a young, beautiful Stammy was walking out, and I just thought this was a great moment, and so I posted it. I'm actually going to post this back up on the channel as well. Some of this stuff that was back on the channel before, we'll put it up, but just a short little 40, I don't even know, maybe 20-second clip of what you'll see there. It's super dope, great club, beautiful women. Can't say anything bad about Androgen at this point. It's a cool club, so make sure you guys check it out. Also, guys, our Patreon is patreon.com/Mentuition. Here you will find all the sauce. We already have almost 30 posts. We're going to do another post most likely the next few days. I'm going to do a Cartagena update for you guys. This will be for all the Patreon members. This will be paid. It will not be free. I'm going to put it under the $20 tier, so everyone will be able to see it from 20 and up. But I think it's just good to have that breakdown and that extra sauce that some of you guys need that are going to want to go to Cartagena very soon. Our first tier, guys, is our general admission. It's $20 a month. You get 10% off your first month of locals, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and you get special Discord access where you guys will see hidden channels that we have on our Discord where you'll get Airbnbs. Maybe we'll post some jobs there, here and there. We're just going to put some extra sauce in there for some of you guys, okay, for the Patreon members that are also in the Discord. Next is our VIP. You get priority chats on YouTube, access to our members-only live streams, a list of 300+ remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answered per month on Patreon. Guys, for this one, if you have a question and you're at the VIP tier and you just have something you need to ask us, you can send that in and we'll help you out. It's basically kind of like a 1-question consultation perk that you get. You also get 30% off your locals membership for 3 months, 20% off of consultations, 10% off of merch when available. And last but not least, shout out to the people that are in our all access pass. This is literally the highest form of supporting the channel, guys. You get 1 free consultation per month up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, 50% off of local membership for 6 months, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties, Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off of the merch. Guys, we stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Typically, it's around 10 p.m., 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys are ever weary or don't know where to watch the stream, maybe this channel gets banned, you guys can go to www.mentuition.net or www.mentuition.network, and that will take you to our YouTube page that we're currently streaming on if you want to watch the show. Okay, don't focus on the numbers, focus on the show. If you like the show, watch it every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Also, you guys need to join the Discord. The Discord is completely free. Okay, you don't have to pay for anything for that at this point. Join up. We have over 700 members. We're trying to get it to 1,000. So anybody watching this on the playback, any of you guys that, send this to your friends, join the Discord. It's www.mentuitiondiscord.com. Discord is spelled Discord, mentuitiondiscord.net. And that'll get you guys in the Discord so you can chat while you go on your trips. If something happens, you have a question for some of the other supporters, they can help you out. It's a really great place where we can all network. Okay. Other than that, International, do we have anything else? Your mic.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth.
Don't kiss them in the mouth.
What else?
Don't
eat hookah box.
Don't eat hookah box. I think that's all we got for today. We'll give you some other ones next time. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you guys, man. And until next time, adios.